Hello everyone, hope you're well and welcome to build up to a good game between West Ham United and Liverpool. Kickoff 1 hour and 5 minutes away, which means the lineups are just that 5 minutes away. For West Ham, it's expected to be unchanged from the Aston Villa win, so we expected to see the same lineup as we did at Villa Park when we won 4-1. But wait and see, though. Official confirmation will be out in a few minutes. Now, if you're new to this, make sure you do subscribe to the channel. Drop a like on the video if you can. Also, get chatty in the live chat, please, because this is our most interactive show that we do. And I'm just myself again. Gonzo's off to the game today. Gonzo's up at London Stadium to watch the West Ham game. So I'm just on my own until Charlie joins me towards 4 o'clock, and I'll be interacting with the live chat. So if you're in the live chat, get your comments in, and I'll see what you're saying. You can listen to what I'm saying as well. But yes, expected that would be unchanged. At the minute, it looks good for West Ham, doesn't it? Heading into this fixture, likely to be fourth. Unless Arsenal start smashing Watford seriously bad in the next half hour or so, we will be fourth as a minimum going into an international break, which would be absolutely fantastic. I believe it's unchanged again. We'll find out in 3-4 minutes time, but it's believed to be unchanged from the win against Aston Villa. So Johnson right back, and the rest of the players sort of pick themselves a little bit. So fourth is minimum. If we win, we leapfrog Liverpool and go into third, joint points on Man City, who are in second, which would be unbelievable. That is if we win. I'm not expecting the win, to be honest with you, for obvious reasons. They've got the best player on the planet in their team, haven't they? Simple as that. And also, Nathan's already worried about him. Nathan's worried about Salah up against Creswell. Maybe we should have changed that for someone quicker. I sort of understand why you would think that. And obviously, you don't want to see your team sort of sacrificing something in order to accommodate something from the opposition, do you? You want to see your team play your way, their way against, and let the opposition worry about it. But Salah is just in a world of his own at the minute, so I can understand why you'd want to take like special precautions for him, like we did with Jack Grealish at Villa Park last season. We played Fredericks in front of Soufal to stop Jack Grealish. It worked. We won. I'm not sure there's much you can do, to be honest with you. I know we could have put Fredericks there, who does have the pace, but what you lack there, if you do put Fredericks in instead of Creswell, Nathan, is I think you sacrifice a lot going forward. You've got your best set piece taker out the team. And I think defensively, I think Creswell's better than Ryan Fredericks. Fredericks only beats Creswell for pace, and that's it. So no, I think leave Creswell at left back. And to be honest with you, I think if the team is what it's supposed to be, I've got no complaints. Jordan says he's excited for today's game. For now to steal this show. And Will said he just doesn't want the silly mistakes that we saw against Genk. We have to give Liverpool a real test today. Alan Woody. Alan says Creswell's experienced enough. Not saying Salah won't get the better of him. Creswell is best equipped to deal with him. He expects us to sit deep anyway, so pace may be less of a factor. The problem is, do you know when you assume, when someone says, oh, player X is really fast and he's going to exploit the defence, you assume that player X needs 20 yards in order to use his pace, and they usually do. You know, Marcus Rashford is probably a prime example here. Like, if you don't get the ball in behind the defence, you don't really see Marcus Rashford's speed. He needs to run beyond the defenders. Mikel Antonio is probably a prime example of that as well. If a defence sits deep, you don't really get to see how fast Antonio and Rashford are. Salah, though, he's not just fast with pace, but he's fast with his feet. And he can just do a 1-2 on the edge of the 18-yarder. Even over that 3 yards, even just 3-yard race, Salah can win that. It's quite a rare and ridiculous turn of pace that Salah has, actually. And he's just that quick off the mark as well. He gives it and goes. By the time you realise he's moved, he's behind you. He's just an unbelievable player. Jason saying they're unbeaten in 25 matches in all competition, equaling the early 80s team's achievement. Then we're going to be smart and attacking and nick the win. They are a ridiculous team, aren't they? This is one of the best teams that we've seen in the Premier League ever, really. But and you know what? It takes the pressure off, doesn't it? Anyway, let's take a look at West Ham's starting team. This is West Ham's starting 11. It is unchanged from last Sunday, as expected. Lucas Fabianski continues in goal. Back four of Ben Johnson, Kurt Zouma, Angelo Ogbonna, and Aaron Creswell. Declan Rice and Thomas Souček partner each other in midfield as always. Mikel Antonio up front with an attacking trio of Jared Bowen, Said Benrahma, and Pablo Fornals. There's a team for you. on the bottom of the screen. Thanks to Charlie. Charlie's done all his work. There it is. Just quickly, Mark, my name's not Gonzo. I am not Gonzo. Gonzo's the one with less hair. He's at the game today. He's the older one. Gonzo's at the match today. He's gone up there with ETC Sports, so he'll be doing a review on the forum channel after the match. So, you know where to find Gonzo's thoughts. So you're stuck with me today, I'm afraid, Mark. Geo, G-E-O. I've only got 3 letters. It's not too difficult. Geo, that's it. That's all you got. Kickoff is 4:30. Anyway, the team picks itself for me. I think this is pretty straightforward for David Moyes. I think the only toying cost he might have had, the only hesitation he might have had was, does Lanzini deserve to start? I think that's the only thing Moyes should have had in his head. And I think, yes, I think Lanzini probably does deserve to start, but that's not enough in this West Ham team. This is a huge compliment to the players that are starting for West Ham today. Usually, if you deserve to start, you get into the team. Soufal deserves to start. Lanzini deserves to start. But in order to get into the starting 11 at West Ham these days, the guy in the starting 11 needs to be in poor form as well. And unfortunately for Lanzini, you can argue Saeed Benrahma Fanals has been in poor form in the league up till now. I will take your argument for that as well. But has Lanzini done enough? I'm not 100% sure. So I do think that I think he's quite right. It picks itself kind of thing. Anyway, we will have a little look at the substitutions as well. The West Ham subs today, they're expected as to Areola, Dawson, Soufal, Diop, Masuaku, Fredericks, Kral, Noble, and Lanzini. So no Vlasic and no Yarmolenko. Those players were missing against Genk on Thursday. They're missing again today. And I have to say, our bench looks extremely defensive. And what we've got, 1 keeper, 2 centre-backs, 2 right-backs and a left-back, a defensive midfielder, a centre midfielder, and an attacking midfielder on the bench. I hope we don't go a goal. I hope we don't go a goal down. We don't have any... there's not much players on the bench to come on and influence the game attacking-wise. Vlasic had concussion. It must have happened in training, but he missed the game on Thursday with concussion. Yarmolenko was out with an injury on Thursday, so neither are fit for this one as well. Bit of a shame, really. But this is... I know people don't like us banging on about... I say us, me. I'm happy to take the me for this. There's 2 things I'm not allowed to speak about. 1... Jesse Lingard. Even anytime I mention Jesse Lingard, like, oh, we stop talking about. Just saying. If we had Jesse Lingard today, the bench would have looked a bit better. And the second one I'm not allowed to mention is substitutions. Substitutions. Second striker. We could have done with one today. I'm saying concussion would last that long. No. You're going to have to Google this, Harvey. And I think there's that like a rule of thumb in football these days that 10 days, I think they've got to wait. If they do get concussed, they're not allowed to play for the next 10 days. I could be wrong on that, though, so don't quote me on it. But you might have to have a look. And it might only apply to match days. I know if they come off the pitch during a match with concussion, I think you're supposed to wait 10 days before they play again. But I could be wrong from that one. Ray, how close do we think Lanzini is from getting a start? I think he's very close. I do think he is very close, but in order to get in to the team, someone has to play poorly, and I'm not quite convinced that Moyes thinks they're playing poor enough. Paul, do you think Moyes will go for the jugular today or revert to type? Well, this is for everybody. In the live chat, everybody answer this question, please, from Paul, because last season, I and many West Ham fans felt that we waved the white flag a little bit when we come up against Liverpool, Man City, Chelsea, maybe not so much Tottenham. But when we come up against the big teams in the Premier League, we were a little bit... It's that saying in football, we played the badge and not the team on the park. And I feel like we did that a lot last season, and we were in a shell, weren't we? This season, we've got to do better. So what do you think Moyes will do today in the live chat? Answer that question. Do you think he'll go for the jugular? I think it's a bit of both. I think... This is probably the first game this season I feel confident whether we're going to be allowed to play counter-attacking football because, well, the statistics sort of back me up a little bit. We are having more possession of the ball in Premier League games this season compared to last. So it might suit us a little bit, but I think we will have I think Liverpool are in for a tough game, and I think we will score as well. Lewis is saying he thinks we'll sit back today as Liverpool's front three has so much pace. I agree with that. But David says that he thinks we'll go for the jugular. Moyes has started to listen to fans. He's now doing subs on the hour mark. Well, he thinks Moyes is going to go defensive today. And Kevin says we're going to go for it. Go for the kill. They could fold. Jordan said we were arguably conservative against City and did well. I think it's a bit over 50-50. I agree with that. I do think we were a little bit defensive against Man City, and it worked. I think the difference is the team we picked on that day sort of gives Moyes a bit of an excuse to go defensive, if you know what I mean. Today, I think there's not too much excuses. Jason says, I think Moyes is getting wilder and more desperate for success by his standards, so we're going to go for it in more games. Mark's saying we'll have to go for it. Chris is saying he thinks Moyes will go for it, but he won't be silly about it. Sai is saying that we'll try and break him, get him on the break. Mike is saying we need to beat those big teams to move on what we did for last, so I say he will go for it. Brighton showed last week they can be got at. Jack saying we need to soak up the pressure and play on the counter. They need the 3 points more than us, so it works in our favour. I think everybody's bang on here. I think everybody's sort of saying the same thing. Even the ones that are saying Moyes will sit back, those that are saying we'll go for it, saying yes, he will sit back, but he will also play in the counter-attack of football. I think most people are in agreement as to how we're going to play. Mark's saying it's a free hit, have a right go. Arthur saying, looking at the bench, we're going defensive. I wouldn't look at the bench, Arthur, actually. We just don't have any players. We don't have any players. I know some people say we'll put Chester's on there, but it must be difficult as a Premier League manager to say to Masuaku, for example, I'm not going to have you on the bench today. I'm going to have this 19-year-old that's never played in Premier League. He's going to be on the bench ahead of you. I'm not saying that that's the right thing to do. I'm just saying I can understand why Moyes wouldn't put a kid on the bench against Liverpool in such a big game for us, ahead of someone he trusts and has had for quite a while. Chris is saying if we sit back, we will lose. I don't think we're good enough yet to go defensively against Liverpool for 90 minutes. That's a fair point. If any team's going to break you down, it probably is Liverpool. Anyway, before I take more of your comments, keep them coming in. Thank you very much to everybody that is popping in all your comments. I massively appreciate it. Keep them coming. I'm going to take a little look at the Liverpool side now because, well, we need to know who we're playing, don't we? So let me just load up this app and see what the Liverpool team is. The Liverpool side today is Alisson in goal. It's on the screen for you. Back four of Alexander-Arnold, Matip, Van Dijk and Robertson. Midfield trio, Fabinho, Henderson and Oxlade-Chamberlain. With a front three of Salah, Jota and Mane. No surprises in that Liverpool team, really. Is as expected there. Klopp's hand is forced a little bit with the injury of Firmino. But there you go. Liverpool's, it's not far off their first choice 11 if everybody was fit. I think Oxlade-Chamberlain wouldn't get in there, and I think you'd have a 50-50 toying cost between Jota and Firmino anyway. So I think it's a very, very strong side from Liverpool this afternoon. Quickly run through their bench for the sake of it. Minamino, Morton, Thiago, Williams, Konate, Origi, Tsimikas, Keller and Phillips. A strong bench from Liverpool. It's not the same as City. And Manchester City have got a better bench than that, but it's still a strong bench, still fantastic talent on there as well. But as for the Liverpool team, listen, we know they are utter class. I think them three are in a league of their own. Liverpool, Chelsea, Man City. But it doesn't mean they're invincible. It doesn't mean they're unbeatable. It doesn't mean you can't get at them. But I do think that they've got a really strong 11 out there. Top team. We're going to have to be careful of the wing play. We know that. We know that Robertson and Alexander-Arnold like to get forward. And this is where I'm in two minds. We know what's going to happen on Robertson's side. Him and Bowen are going to go up against each other. And I like to see Benrahma on the left for West Ham. In order to get Alexander-Arnold, I want to see Benrahma have a one-on-one battle with him, because I think if there is a weakness in that Liverpool side, it is Alexander-Arnold's defensive abilities. But if you do put Said out there, when Liverpool come forward, then you're in trouble a little bit, because I'm not sure Benrahma will track him. So I can see why Fornals should be out there. It's difficult, really. I guess this is a question. What do you want to do, Moyes? Do you want to pose a threat to Liverpool? If so, Benrahma on the left against Benrahma. Or do you want to keep it tight? And if that's the case, then you're probably better off having Fornals on the left against Alexander-Arnold, because he's a big part of their attacking play. Creswell and Obona need to be on the game today. I said this, I can't remember when I said it. I definitely said it in the video with Gonzo. I have a worry. It was a preview. I have a genuine worry that we're going to do the review today. We're going to have to speak about how Obona has been caught out with his lack of pace, because I feel like we've got off with it a little bit, that the warning has been there. I a few times now. Every game, once or twice during the game, he gets beaten just in a foot race. That's all it does. Someone just outpaces him. It's not his fault, but we get away with it. We recover well. He recovers well. We cover him well. I just worry eventually we're not going to do it. Eventually a goal will come through upon us lack of pace, and I've just got a fear it will be today with Salah cutting in, because we know Salah likes to come in between the fullback and the centre back. He's difficult to mark. Best player in the world at the minute, probably. James is saying we didn't get a stiff last season when they had Nat Phillips and Reece Williams at the back. Why are people so confident of the result? I can't speak on behalf of everyone, James, but I think this is a different West Ham to the one that Liverpool faced last season. You know, it was 10 months ago they faced us in January. They beat us 3-1. But that's the last time we lost by more than one goal in a game as well. And we went through a period between then and now without Declan Rice, where we struggled to pick up points to some extent. I think this is a better West Ham side. I genuinely, hand on heart, believe that this is a better West Ham team. I think it's a better Liverpool team as well, though, and Salah's got better. But that's why I think some people are a bit more confident. Like I said, I can't speak on behalf of everyone, but that's just what I'm feeling. This is a good point by Frank. Wasn't Fanal's errors contributing to concede 2 goals conceded? I completely agree. I had a bit of a moan on social media. I'll tell you a story. It's not much of a story, but it's a story. After the game, on Friday, after the Europa League game, this genuinely happened. Someone put up saying that Fornals was at fault for their second goal, and he needs to cut it out, kind of thing, especially after the Villa game. And I obviously completely agree. If you watch my review for both games, I do believe Fornals is at fault for both goals. Not the only one at fault. You know, there wasn't much Souček to do. I don't blame Souček. Fornals was at fault for the 1-2. Then against Villa, there were other players at fault too, not just Pablo, but he was a big part of it. Anyway, so someone on Twitter had said, Fornals needs to cut this out. That's 2 goals now. We've given away, and he's been at fault. Someone genuinely replied saying, what are you on about? You've been such an important part of us this season. Basically saying, wind your neck in. And I was like, are you not allowed now to say when a player does an error because West Ham having such a good season? I mean, I don't know. Is that like saying, let's just say Yarmolenko, who perhaps hasn't had the best season, but I personally don't think he's done the bad one. But let's just say Yarmolenko's been really poorly. And let's say he came off the bench today. I mean, first of all, we'd question why, because he's not on the bench. But let's say he was, hypothetically, if Yarmolenko's on the bench, comes on, scores a winner. That guy's rule of thumb, you can't then praise Yarmolenko because he's had such a crap season, so you're not allowed to praise him anymore. I don't know. It's just social media, I know, but I think that's a really good point by Frank. Fornals was at fault, needs to be on his game. Michael, thank you very much for chucking $5 into the super chat. Massively appreciate it. Every penny helps, and I'll tell you what else helps. Not just put money in the super chat or down in Patreon, but if you can download the app, it's pinned to the comment section on this video. The live chat should be at the top there. It's in the description as well. It's called the Ultimate Fan Fantasy app. Download it, please. It's completely free. It helps the channel out. Not too many people downloaded it last month, so we can get more people to download it in the month of November. That would help the channel out massively. It's completely free to download, and it's completely free to join up. What it is, it's 6-a-side fantasy league, but it combines pack opening with fantasy league. So you can only use the players you get in your packs. You get 1 pack every single week. You put your 6-a-side team together, 2 defenders, 2 midfielders, and 2 strikers. The weekend plays out as you'd expect in fantasy league, and the winner overall wins decent money. They're currently giving out between £5,000 and £8,000 a week in prize money. The number one last week won £1,000 just for 1 week of fantasy league. So you can join at any time. Don't worry if you think, well, normal fantasy league, you don't play all season, you get left behind. Not the case in this one. It's a week-by-week thing. There's not even a season-long prize as far as I'm aware. So join up to this. It's completely free. Link in description and get involved. Anyway, that's the team. So let me know in the live chat what you think. What you think of the West Ham team, Liverpool team, how you see this going. Let's get some comments in. Let's get them up on the screen and have a little chat. Chris saying, don't take it personally. Oh, it wasn't at me, by the way. Oh, Chris, I wasn't involved. I've seen it. I seen it on Twitter. I wasn't involved in it. I've stopped posting too much comments on the old social media just because I can't really be arsed with it. And anything that does come back, I just ignore it. Like I said to Gonzo the other day, I put up after whatever game it was. Oh, we beat Man City. It was the following day after we beat Man City. So I put up a tweet, said, we're not living in a dream. We are fourth in the league. We are in the quarterfinal League Cup after beating both Manchesters. We're top of the Europa League, 3 clean sheets. Declan Rice is playing world class. Ben Johnson's really impressive. And I put, like, what a fantastic time to be a West Ham fan. Someone genuinely replied and said, why name Declan Rice and Ben Johnson? Everybody's been fantastic. Not just them two. I thought, just, some people you just want to throttle, not kill them. Don't send this footage to the police. But there's some people you just want to grab them and shake them and be like, just think, just read what I've wrote. It's I almost said, explain that's 2 players from the academy. I'm proud to see them come back. I can't be arsed. Anyway, don't worry, Chris. I don't blame. Jason says delete all social media apart from YouTube. Much happier and using his time well. Never did it. Never need it. Never will. Don't delete YouTube. I'll miss you. It is only UK users. Thank you, Stevie. I should have said that. It is only UK users, but if you're in the UK, get it. Anyway, right, let's have a little look. Nigel says it's 11v11, so anybody's game at this stage. I mean, not incorrect, I guess. Jordan says Antonio needs a big game, being poor in the last few. He has. I don't disagree with that, right? But when you look at the Villa game, he's heavily involved in our goals. So he's playing poorly, but still influencing the game. That's a sign of a good player, right? Irish Tommy, 3-1 Liverpool. We'd have to play out of our skins today not to lose. I don't see it happening. Fair enough, Tommy. Can't argue with that. Ray says, what do you think about Moyes' in-game management and where do you think he has got it wrong? It's improved a lot, I think. I genuinely think he's improved a lot. Same with these substitutions. And it was pleasing on Thursday to some extent see him hook off who I felt was the 3 worst players for West Ham and Genk and bring on our 3 strongest players on the bench and go for it. What a change in attitude that is. Where has he got it wrong? Not very often, to be honest with you. 1 or 2 games you can nitpick and stuff, and we will naturally. But I don't think he's got too much wrong doing Moyes. He's sort of walking on water at the minute with the West Ham fan base, isn't he? And only because of what he's done. You earn that sort of respect, if you like, and he's done it. Arthur says Antonio will be played whatever kind of game he has. He's a rolling striker. Not wrong. Kimbo, if we go for the win, we stand a chance. Sitting back plays into their hands. I would argue both things there, Kimbo. I would say that actually when you take the game to Liverpool, you also play into their hands to some extent because you give them the space to counter. They're very fast and they like counter-attacking football. Was it Liverpool last season when we had a corner or something, and about 10 seconds after taking the corner, it was in the back of our net? I could have completely imagined that, but for some reason, I think it was Liverpool where the keeper threw it. Did he not launch it down the park? Salah brought it down and crossed the ball to someone, and he just knocked it into the back of the net. For some reason, I think it was Liverpool. There was about 4 passes, 10 seconds, and went from our corner into the back of our net. Richard says that Lanzini deserves a start instead of that hit and miss Pablo Fornals. Fun stat. It's maybe not fun. Statistic for you. I noticed the other day, I like my stats, that Fornals has actually created the most chances for West Ham this season in the Premier League. In the Premier League, he has, which I don't know who I thought it would be, but I didn't think it was Fornals. I probably expected Creswell, Ben Rama to be above him. I must add, though, that is from open play. It doesn't include set pieces, hence why Creswell's not high up. Chippy says that Liverpool press high, which will unsettle and overwhelm our 2-man midfield, but their back 4 push up, which could leave us useful space in behind. Chris is saying that everybody needs to perform today, everyone. And as you stated, we don't have a strong bench and terms of changing the 11, which is a worry. Max is saying Lanzini doesn't do much when he plays, but Fornals is consistent. I think that's a bit harsh, personally. I think that's a bit harsh. Don't know about that. James is saying yes. Alisson to Shaqiri to Alexander Arnold to Salah from our old corner. I don't know. Someone said it was 2-3 years ago. Oh yes, Reed. Thank you for that. Crikey, I forgot about it. Right, hang on a minute. Let me get this. Where are we? Let me get on the old Bet365. Right. What we're feeling. what we're feeling for the bet builder. I think we're going to have to go both teams to score, right? Let's chuck that in from the start. Both teams to score. I think most people are feeling West Ham and Liverpool to score in this game. I'm going to chuck in West Ham 4 more corners because we love a corner. Who's going to score today? Who's going to score? Get them into your old your chat. I have to admit, though, Reed suggested Fernand's getting booked, right? I'm not against it. I'm not against it. Play a card. Let's get him in there. Let's get Pabs in. Just purely because Reed helped me out, actually. And people are saying they fancy Creswell to get booked, Souček to score a goal. Where is Thomas? It could be. That's a big odds, that one. Let me have a look. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Player shots on target. Where are we? Live chat. Come up with a phrase. Normally Gonzo does a funny phrase. He's not here. So come up with a funny phrase, will you? Make it about one of the players that's involved. It could be a West Ham player or a Liverpool player. I'm not too fussy which one. Get that into the... Okay, I've got the bet. We need the funniest phrase. People put the phrase into the live chat, please. What we'll think we need to say in order to enter the bet. I will read out the bet and then I'll click on someone's funny phrase. There isn't any yet, so get them in. Otherwise, well, I'll just keep the money to myself. Right, this is the bet. Both teams to score in the game. Jared Bowen to have a shot on target. Pablo Fernandes to get booked. 4 or more corners for West Ham. And Liverpool to get a yellow card. Obviously, West Ham will have had one with Pablo Fernandes. So, yes, this is one. Kevin's one. Right, we're going with chat. I do like Michael's, right? Michael's, yours is funny. Chicken tikka masala. That's funny. But I'm not a Liverpool fan. So here we go. We'll go with Kevin's, which is Souček eats potato salad. We'll do that one. Souček eats potato salad. Whack that into live chat and you're entered into the competition. If that bet wins, I'll give someone 115 quid. So 115 pounds if it wins. Get that into there. Souček eats potato salad. There we go. That was a good one, Arthur. Show me the money was a funny one. I quite like that one, actually. There you go. Souček eats potato salad. Right. Charlie will be along in 10 minutes or something. So, well, it's just me and you guys. Pardon me. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're new. Drop a like on it and all that good stuff. Right. Today, I have a concern of Ogbonna. I've got the Ogbonna concern in the back of my head. I'm struggling to shake that as well. And I have got a Saeed Benrahma defending concern too. Not even if he's on the left. If he's on the left, I'm concerned. But even if Fernandes is out there, which I expect him to be, and Benrahma plays sort of centre mid in that number 10 role, right? Benrahma plays in that number 10 role, I'm still a little bit concerned, and I shall tell you why in just a second. The reason being is because when we played Tottenham at home, I thought in the first half anyway, I thought Højbjerg and Skip had far too much of the ball in there. I thought they were given the freedom of the London Stadium. Rice and Souček were a bit occupied by Lucas and Son. They were a bit distracted. Ndombele was keeping them busy too. But I thought Højbjerg and Skip were passing the ball about. I thought they were running the midfield, essentially. I thought we sorted out in the second half, but first half anyway. So today, when you look at the lineups on paper, you've got Rice and Souček in there as normal. We know they're going to have no attacking midfielder as such. That's for the defence to worry about. And that's a bit of a worry too, because normally sometimes teams will only have 2 up front or something. But anyway, that's a bit of a worry. But Souček and Rice don't have anyone immediately, but even if they do push on to Liverpool's Henderson and Oxlade-Chamberlain, it still leaves Fabinho. And if we leave Fabinho free, they'll cause us trouble. It gives Liverpool an easy pass out of defence into midfield. Before you know it, Fabinho's in our half with the ball with no one under pressure. And that's where, if Saeed Benrahma is in number 10 role, he needs to close him down. He needs to work harder than he did against Tottenham Hotspur. But swings and roundabouts, because if we are going to score something, we are going to get a goal or create something, Benrahma's probably our best chance of doing it as well. He's the one that could actually cause this Liverpool team trouble, because Jurgen Klopp really likes Jared Bowen. There's no two ways about it. He was linked to him in the summer. Even if you don't believe that, fine. Even if you don't believe it, it doesn't matter. He's mentioned Jared Bowen in the build-up to this game. Jurgen Klopp has spoken very highly about Bowen. You'd have to imagine if he's worried about any of our attacking players, it probably is Jared Bowen. So you'd imagine he'd be saying to Andy, obviously, need to keep an eye on him. He's a good player. He's going to cause us trouble. That could free up this sort of give Sadie Benham a little bit of freedom. Simple as that, really. But Bowen Klopp handshake at the end, yeah, that'll be interesting, wouldn't it? Joseph says, obviously, we're all concerned. Plus, I've left my lucky West Ham shirt at home. Sorry, chaps, told wife to get it on Lively. Well, Joseph, if we don't win, your wife has not put your shirt on, and it's probably our fault. And Carlos says, this game is a mental game only. Whichever side has focus wins. Not sure it's that straightforward, but I appreciate what you're saying. Riddy says that Spurs and Everton have drawn. Nobody wants to finish fourth. Well, we do. We'll have fourth. We're not too bothered. Right, score prediction time. Get your score predictions into the live chat. Let's see what you're all feeling. Usually it's just West Ham wins, but today I've got a feeling it's going to be a bit of a mixed bag of results. Irish Tommy said 3-1 Liverpool earlier. David saying 2-1 West Ham. I'm going to stick with my score prediction from the preview, which was West Ham 1, Liverpool 1. And I'll be delighted with a point. I'm not going to lie. If we get a point, join me in the review. You will see a happy Gio. I would love a point right now. Edward is agreeing with myself, 1-1. Danny's 3-2, Sean's 2-2, Joe's 0-0, Phil's 3-2 West Ham, Tony's 2-2. Lots of goals being predicted. 4-1 Liverpool for Mitchell. Mitchell is a Liverpool fan. Hope you're well, Mitchell. Hope you're doing all right, but he's predicting a Liverpool win. Carolina say 1-0 West Ham with a set-piece goal. That might be our route to success today. Not that it is a surprise. West Ham scoring from a set-piece. Shot, Gio. Edgy prediction you've made there, but they have been shaking the past Liverpool sometimes, some set pieces. Phil's 1-1. Arthur is 2-1 West Ham. Aaron's 1-1. The other Aaron's 1-1. Alan says we'll get beat 2-0. John's going for a 2-1 West Ham win. She'd feel it. Jordan's 1-0 West Ham. Martinez 1-1. Scott says 3-1 West Ham, but Creswell free kick. It's been a while. I don't think Creswell will get to take them, Scott. I think if we get a free kick today, Declan Rice is hitting it. Every game, random tip for you, every game so far this season, I've been doing Declan Rice to have 2 shots on target from outside the box. It's usually around about 75-1. It won against Villa. He had 2 shots on target from outside the box against Aston Villa. So I'm well in profit for the season. I've done it again today, 75-1. Declan Rice to have 2 shots on target outside the box because he took that free kick against Villa. Good save, but that's only going to encourage Declan Rice to keep taking them. Kevin's 3-1. Collingwood is 2-2. Marks is 3-1 Liverpool. Jason's 3-1 West Ham. Stephen is 2-0 Liverpool. Eric's 2-1 Liverpool. But Dougie's 3-2 West Ham. A lot of mixed bags here. Everybody's, I think draw is the most popular. I actually think 2-2 is the most popular scoreline, actually. Yeah, loads of 2-2s coming in here as well. So lots of stuff. Right, before I head off, I might, once he's ready, I've got Charlie Walsh ready to come on. Charlie, here you come. Come on, my friend. Here you come. Come join me. Here he is. Do you want to unmute yourself?
Not vibing it today. I'm thinking of doing like a sign language stream, maybe, you know? I can't speak sign language, but I reckon I could muddle through, you know?
Yeah, I've seen plenty of sign language when I've gone to West Ham games.
Sure, yeah, sure.
To the way, and you know,
yeah, mostly 4-letter words. It's kind of wild. It's kind of wild.
Sky Bet, Paul. If you go on Sky Bet, go to player shots and target specials. It's in there.
How are you?
So, yeah, I'm good actually. I'm feeling good. I think this is a no pressure game for us. If we have a go at them, I'm more intrigued today by our mentality than the outcome, if that makes sense, because I think we've been a bit quite flaggish in the last couple of seasons against these types of teams. So I want to see us have a pop at them. And if we have a pop at them and play well and we work hard and we lose, I'm not saying I'm okay with it, Charlie, but I'll accept it. And I will see the positives in that, which is, you know what, we showed a bit of bollocks and we had to go. I don't want to see us sitting back and trying to grind out a 0-0. I think we're better than that this season. I do. I think we can. I don't want to see us go gung-ho because we will get ripped apart. But and we can play like we know we're capable of, and we've got a chance of getting something out of this game. And I think we will actually.
Yeah, I'm the same. It's more about the performance than it is the result to an extent.
Yeah.
Because as long as we come out of it, this is what I've been saying. As long as we come out of it going, we gave as good as we got, then I'm happy. Then I can go, all right, fair enough. We gave it a shot. Did it happen? Maybe, maybe not. It doesn't really matter. But as long as the performance is there, that's fine. Gives us good as long as like we can have that sort of vibe going into the next game that we tried.
Moyes has got one hand tied behind his back for this game with the lack of options on the bench.
And yeah, that bench is wild.
Yeah, there's no attacking options on there. I know people argue Masuaku, and he might come on left wing and do something, but it's unlikely. Lanzini is a great option to have, but there's just nothing. If Antonio gets injured, Boyd's got to go up front. We've got to bring Lanzini on right wing and stuff, and it's just not great. I think this is where I know we're missing Vlasic and Yarmolenko, but I'm not having it if someone says, well, I expected Yarmolenko to play a big part of the season. Well, no, you didn't. I think majority of West Ham fans wanted him gone. But even with Yarmolenko and Vlasic available, I still think we are short. And I think this is one of the examples. We've been quite fortunate with injuries this season. And I think now, luckily, there's an international break coming up, so we can recoup and go again after the break against Wolves. But I think this has got to be a bit of a warning sign to the boardroom and say, listen, come on, January, get a player or two in. We can really go for fourth space in the Premier League, but we need players. We need options. I do think Moyes has got one hand tied behind his back a little bit for this one, though, Charlie, with that bench. It's just lack of attacking options, really. Yeah,
I agree. When I was typing it in, I was like, I typed in Lanzini and I was like, oh, there's no more. Okay, right. Because, you just expect at least someone who can sort of play in the striking role. I do think, again, and I've said this before and I'll say it again, I do think you could just include a youth team striker, even if they're not super ready. Even if the lineup ticker at the bottom says Zuma. Oh, yeah, I'm just an idiot. That's Michael, what you found out here is that I'm a moron. And
no, you found that out a while ago, mate.
Yeah, everyone's known that for a long time. Do you know what, Michael? I'm not going to change it. No, I haven't.
No, just leave it. You won't be able to stand for that. You're far too Mr. Perfect too.
I'm too much of a perfectionist. Yeah, no, I just feel like you could include a striker from the youth team, even if you don't feel like they're super ready, because at least that way you just have an option just in case. But I get it. It's incredibly difficult when you do have a small squad. But then again, this is also why David Moyes, he says he wants a small squad. Well, this is what happens. You have a small squad and you say, oh, that means we can include youth players, this, that, or the other. Well, when we get injuries and you don't include we don't include the youth players, and then you look at the bench and we have basically Lanzini as the only attacking player on that pitch, it's an issue. Yeah. But we'll see. That starting 11 has done it against teams just as good as Liverpool. They can do it again here. And I'm confident we'll at least see that performance today.
Good man. Right, I'm going to bounce to go enjoy the game, and I shall return at half time, Mr. Walsh. Enjoy your watch along.
All right, thank you. I'll see you then. Thank you very much, Gio. And thank you, of course, to Stuart Morris Accountants. They do maths, people. They do accounting. And I'm telling you this, as someone who can't spell the word Zoomer, apparently, that's something you should be interested in. That's something you should be interested in, because they can do it all for you. And again, I stress this, as a former accountant, you don't want to be doing it. So check them out, Stuart Morris Accountants. Thank you very much for making the stream possible. And thank you to everyone for joining me. How are you? I hope you're all well. I hope you're good. One job, Charlie? Yeah. I'm not cream egg bunda. I'm not listen, could I blame my ADHD? Yes. Will I? Yes. How are we all? Hope you're all well. Hope you're all good. We are about 25 minutes away from kickoff at the London Stadium for West Ham versus Liverpool. And like I was just saying, honestly, I'm feeling relatively confident. I'm not confident of a win per se, but I am certainly confident of a performance. And that's where we ask you, as we do every watch along, we'll start off with the big question. On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the least confident possible, 10 being the most confident possible, how confident are you of a West Ham result? We'll say result. We won't say performance. We'll say result. How confident are you? Let's have a gander. Afternoon, Michael. Hope you're well. Hope things are all good with you, my friend. Well, Brooklyn, call me. But, bro, I don't know how many you're going to be able to come up with, Scott, but I respect it. I also forgot to look up the Instagram post. I apologize. I might do it now / halftime. Probably halftime. I look forward to. I'll maybe bun it off till then. But I forgot. I need to write. I'll tell you what. I'll just write it on my hand. I have a hand. I have a pen. Why not? In Insta. There we go. Insta. I've written it on my hand to remind me because I will probably forget. Looking for today's watch along Baby Bell Bingo. Listen, that's a good one. Baby Bell Bingo, Willie. Maybe we change it to that. But the Baby Bell is here. The Baby Bell, we got them on lock. We got them on lock before we asked Nashville. Love that, Chris. Love that, Chris. You got someone for your podcast this week, Charlie? I'm stuck home with COVID, so I need something to do. Alan, you're coming on. You're coming on because I had not sorted it yet, and I was going to do it after this. So, my G, I will message you after this. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Everyone, if you want to come, if you don't know, the Patreon podcast, patreon.com/Ham Utd is a place you can watch it. Myself and Ray do Two Spanners, One Hammer, which is an exclusive podcast over there where we have a patron guest on every week. This week's guest is going to be Alan. It's going to be Woody. Thank you. I appreciate that because I hadn't sorted it yet and I needed to. So that's made my life easier. But yeah, patreon.com/Ham Utd if you want. Link in the description below. Have a gander. Right, let's have a look at some of these numbers, shall we? What are we saying? We have got 7, 8, 5, 7, 3, 6, 3. Oh, it's big swaves right now. I like this. Feeling good, Charlie. About 7. Love that, Barney. Love that. Webley saying if West Ham win today, is this one of the season-defining games? I would say so. I would definitely say so. I think that's a very good way of putting it. I think it could be. I think it very well could be. 5 Baby Bells in. The Baby Bells are in, Alan. The Baby Bells are in. We have more as well. I will be grabbing more at halftime. So we can just utilize this in first half if necessary. 4, 7, 6 because we played on Thursday. That's fair, Phil. That's fair. 50-50, says Scott. Again, I can see that. I think the chat sort of vaguely agree with that. 4, 6, 5, 10, Victor. Yo, Victor. Big plays, mate. Big plays. 2, 3, 5. Love you. Thank you, Scott. I appreciate it. Good to see you as always, my friend. As always. 8. Would you take a draw? Asks Jeff. I would probably take a draw. Right, Alan, on your hand too. That's a great shout because I will forget that. Alan, you've seen my horrendous hand around. Alan is on my hand as well. I would probably take a draw. at this point. Now, do I want to? No. Do I think we definitely have enough to win this game? Yes. But if you said to me right now, you take a competitive draw against a team who are unbeaten and that keeps us in the top 4, I would take it. I really hope you're not as anxious as me. Mark, I'm a calm guy. Look, I get nervous. The only games I apparently get nervous with are European ones. Today's not European, so I'm fairly calm. That might get worse as we get closer to kickoff. We're only 22 minutes away, but it might get worse. But at some point, we'll see. Alex Jones is 7. Hi, Charlie. Good to see you, Leon. 6 with nerves. Yeah, that's very fair. 4, says Alan. Let's ruin the international break for all Liverpool fans. Let's do it, Pontifac. Let's do it. And I'm feeling. Go for these nuts. Yes, Thomas. Yes. Big up these nuts. Got him. I love that video. But yeah, let's ruin it for Liverpool fans. Why not? Why not? Why not? So let's go through the team. In case you haven't seen it already, let's go through the team. I've done something here, so which we'll see. So I can now talk to you in the team screen. Now I'm using my thing I use for my games, which is why my name is at the bottom here. I apologize for that. I might make a specific one at some point. I just did this 2 seconds ago. But it means we can carry on talking while we're here, and it's not just a static screen. Technology. Fabianski's in goal for West Ham. Johnson, Zuma, Ogbonna, Cresswell in defence. Rice and Souček with Bowen, Benrahma, Fornals behind Mikel Antonio. About as suspected a side as you're ever going to see. Johnson was maybe the only question mark here. Would it be Johnson? Would it be Kufal? They have ended up going ahead and saying it will be Johnson, which I respect and which I back wholeheartedly. I think that is a good thing to do. You look at the bench, we've obviously mentioned it, but there is a lack of attacking options on there entirely. But Areola, Dawson, Diop, Kufal, Masuaku, Fredericks, Krau, Noble, Lanzini. You got a goalkeeper, 2 centre-backs, 2 right-backs, a left-back, 2 DMs, and a cam. So obviously a big lack of attacking options on the bench. Small squad means the second injuries happen. This is the kind of thing we'll see. It's frustrating, but it is what it is. Even more frustrating for me is Liverpool don't seem to publish their lineups on Twitter. They did it on their website, so I had to find their website. So we'll just do this together, shall we? We'll click on the Liverpool report views thing. We'll go here. We'll scroll down. We'll click on this. And you can see the lineups here. Not a clean way of doing it, but just how we're going to have to live our life right now. Alisson, Alexander-Arnold, Matip, Van Dijk, Robertson, Fabinho, Henson, Oxlade-Chamberlain, Mane, Salah, Jota. Jota, of course, standing in for the injured Firmino, if you're wondering why Jota's starting there. The bench is Keller, Kanate, Thiago, Minamino, Kimmich Cash, Origi, Phillips, Williams, and Morton. So there you go. Those are the lineups. In case you didn't know, we'll go through them once more before the game as well, just for those latecomers. Charlie, out of interest, what's the largest animal you feel you could single-handedly cling film to a lamppost? That is an unreal question. Because the thing is, usually the question is, and I want the chat to answer this question, because usually the question is what you could take in a fight. And I know my answer for that because I've had many conversations about this. However, cling film to a lamppost. Chat, what's the largest animal you feel you could cling film to a lamppost? I'm going to have to think about this. It's a cheese sacrifice to the footballing gods. Exactly. It's a cheese fact. Yes, lad, come on. It is ready. We are ready. The baby bells are here. I've got more in the kitchen, which I'll grab at halftime, but we're here. What is the largest animal you feel like you could cling film to a lamppost? And I'll think about that. I'll come back to you on that one. But chat, let me know. Boiled Egg says they would prefer Kufau in this match because of experience. I think that's totally fair. Don't get me wrong. But I think Johnson is in such a good run of form right now that I wouldn't want to break that. And this is a huge, huge moment for him. And I think it's one of those ones where you feel like if he would be nervous going into this, but knowing that he could potentially, if it goes well, really cement his place. I feel like you want to keep that momentum there to some extent. But I understand totally what you're saying. But I would have gone with Johnson as well. I personally would have gone with Johnson. At least we're coming in from a position whereby we don't have to win for once. Ionix, that's a great point. I strongly agree with that. I take a draw, says Joseph. Yeah, I feel it. Liverpool timber, whereas we are massive. Yes, Woody. Deploy the boys. Let's go. Giraffe. See, this is so my answer for you could take in a fight. I think I could take a giraffe in a fight. 1v1. Yeah, they're too tall. You know what I mean? They couldn't get down to get me, whereas I'm just in there uppercutting. You know what I mean? But cling film a giraffe, very gangly, difficult beast to maintain. Lots of bits to them. You know what I mean? I think a panda, they're big but don't come across as very aggressive, which is a big factor. That's fair, but they are big, aren't they? They are big. But I don't disagree. We're getting another giraffe here. So foul. I say it differently every time. I say Kufau. Sometimes I say Sufau. Sometimes I say so foul. I'll try and be more consistent, Eric. Thank you. I appreciate that. I will try. I'm terrible, but I will try. Mulch might. 128. Well, a lamppost is on land, so enough with cling film so I could easily. Fair. Second thing to say, Mulch might, is this. If you were looking for a link for the game today, look in the description below. There's a bit called Join Our Discord. If you click on that, you can join it. It's a free community, Ham's chat community, West Ham community, lovely place to be. And on the left-hand side, there's a bit called Stream Links. If you click on that, you'll find what you're looking for. Thank you very much to Mulch My 128 for making that. I've actually put it in. My friend, click on subscribe to his channel. He's a good lad, does Rocket League videos. Makes me really want to get back into Rocket League. I can't lie. I haven't played it for a while. Makes me really want to play it. So I'm just saying, Mulch My, what a lad. Thank you very much. I actually loaded it in. What a time to be alive, Mulch. What a time to be alive. Let's scroll down what we're saying. Polar bear. Well, sure. Okay. In that sense, yeah. I reckon a sheep with ease. Yeah, sheep's a wild foe. You know what I mean? They're very scared animals, timid animals. They run away quite frequently. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. A goat if it's awake, maybe a cow if it's knocked out. I think that's also fair. But again, goats, they charge about with reckless abandon. You're gonna have to sneak up on it to begin the cling film process. This is a difficult question. I'm deeps in this right now. That they are. So check. I think I'd say so check, or do I say Su check? Whatever I say, I'm wrong most of the time. I think that's a fair bit. To be fair, I can't do a lot in the air in Rocket League. I can't lie to you. I've been playing it I've played Rocket League for a long time. I've been playing Rocket League since Supersonic Acrobatic Rocket Powered Battle Cards. That's how long I've been playing Rocket League, right? I was playing it pre-Rocket League, but I've never been good in the air. I'm terrible in the air. Ground player, amazing. I'm the Mark Noble of Rocket League. Do you know what I mean? I'm doing all the bits that are necessary. But when it comes to the bits in the air, I'm just not good. Just not good. Loving the Hammers, baby. Well, same. Again, Mulchmite, if you haven't already. He's the person who did it. Nailed it. Didn't even tell me. I just arrived in my inbox one day. It was unreal. It was very exciting. How tall is a giraffe? Like tall. I've fed a giraffe at London Zoo before. A couple of years ago, I did the zookeeper for a day thing at London Zoo, and I fed a giraffe. Very large animals. Long legs. Gangly. Don't you think Okaflex should be on bench? I do, personally, Michael, to be honest with you. And I was saying this before on the build-up portion. Just realized I haven't changed this to the watch along technically in the YouTube back end. So I'll probably go and do that. But yeah, I was saying this on the build-up portion of the show. I do think that. I think Moyes has made a very big deal about the idea, not a big deal, but he's mentioned it several times. This idea of, I like having small squads. You can get youth players involved, blah, 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 blah. Well, today is a good example of we've had a lot of injuries. We should have a situation where a youth player can be on the bench, be it Okaflex, be it anyone. And I strongly believe, even if you don't think they're ready, they should get that opportunity. Because what happens if Antonio gets injured? What do we do? Because at some point, you're going to want to sub Ben Rama or Fornals or Bowen, and you're going to want to bring on Lanzini. So what happens when Antonio gets injured? You have nothing there. And so for me, I think it's important that you have someone on the bench. If it is Okaflex, it doesn't matter who it is, really, in my opinion. Just as long as there's someone there, I think it's an important thing. And to be honest with you, I find it a little bit frustrating that they aren't. Because I think we're unnecessarily hampering ourselves. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's just kind of how I feel about the situation. I don't know. But for me personally, I would have included at least one of Okaflex or someone else. Alan, can we play Salah Dive Bingo? Yes, we can. Ladies and gentlemen, let's play Salah Dive Bingo. This is the course of the game where you predict the minute Salah will first dive. Now, I don't need who will tackle him. I just need the minute. Lob it in the chat. And then it's a self-policing system because I still haven't come up with a way to actually police it. But hey, if you're right, you're right. If you're wrong, you're wrong. We'll see what happens. Salah Dive Bingo, I'll stick with 69 minutes. I'll stay true to the course. We'll see what happens, but I will stay true to the cause. Right. Is this done? That has updated. That's beautiful. Okay, right. We're now officially in the watch along, people. I'd forgotten until that moment, but we are now officially in the watch along. Right, I need to actually go back on that. Click on this. There we go. So yeah, Salah Dive Bingo. Let me know what we saying. I will stick true. I'll stick true to my usual course of saying 69, although I think that might be a bit late on this one. And from the numbers I'm seeing, you will probably think it's a bit late. It's a bit late as well. 1, 17, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, etc. 5 mins. We should all stand up together and clap every Salah dive. You know, just applaud greatness when you see it. Applaud great. And I like Salah a lot. To be fair, I really, really like Salah. I have for a long time. I have a soft spot in my heart for Roma. When he was there, I thought he was incredible. And Liverpool bought him, I was very excited to see him in the Premier League. It ended up working out. But at the same time, even I can say he's a bit of a dive munch. 12, 9, 32, minute 18. Yo, Antonio. Come on, Jamie. Let's go. Third, 44 minutes. Trying to get a cheeky pen, bringing it back from 1-1 at halftime. Ooh. Love that. 42nd, third, 26, 6. Putting a player in too early can destroy their career. Keep faith in Moyes. He was at the under 20. I don't disagree with you. However, I feel like in this specific situation, you have a fight or flight reason to do it. You know, when you look at that bench, once more, just again, if you haven't seen it, if you look at that bench and you're seeing only Lanzini as the attacking option. I've realized your comment's probably covering the bench. If you're seeing only Lanzini as the attacking option, then I do think there is a very legit reason to try and put a youth player in there. But I do understand and agree with what you're saying. To be fair, Jason, I do. 68 minutes and 6 seconds. Love that accuracy, Kevin. Love that. Third, 21st. Kieran, Liverpool fan here, a little worried, and I think we'll pull through for a 2-0 Salah double. Fair, mate. Fair. I will say this. Hey, first of all, welcome. Subscribe if you're new around here. Like the video. All of that good stuff. Fans of any team are welcome. I respect it. And you know, I would say we're more than a little worried about facing Liverpool as well. To be fair, Kieran, to be fair, we're more than a little worried about that. Budgie saying 31st minute. We'll have dived 69 times by then. Well, yeah, according to your prediction, Reese, that is probably accurate. Imagine if you were right. 90th minute. That's a late dive, but I like it. Probably for a pen for a win. Arsenal for life. Good luck. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. Hope you're well. 11th. Salah, not potato. Sure, if that's what you want to say. I'll back it. 84 minutes. As soon as he can get away with it. 23rd. Seriously, 10. If him taking the grounds is like, well, that's a fair point of you. That's a fair point. I think, you know, I'll stick with 69, but we'll see. And then one of my favorite comments, just Craig Dawson. Big Craigie D. Big Sea Dog himself, Brexit Craig, in the house, ready to do bits. Have we got an allocated penalty taken now? I hope we find out, but I have no idea. I mean, it's Rice. It's noble, I guess, if he's on the pitch, but if he's not, then I guess it's... I don't know. My guess would be Rice, but I have no idea. Don't want it to be Rice. I think it should probably be Souček, but... Well, it could be a lot of other people. It is what it is. 13. Mr. iBase. Yeah. I get lots of early dive predictions, and I respect that. I do respect that. Hey, Charlie, Todd here. Good to see you, Todd. Hope you're well. Massive game list. Want a draw will be good for the mighty Hammers. A win will be amazing. Yeah, I mean, look, this is the thing about today's game, right? You're looking at it, and you're saying, realistically, I will take a draw. I'll be real with you. I will take a draw. Okay? And we are 8 minutes away from kickoff right now, so I would like you to lob your score predictions in the chat. I can see a couple already in there. People, lob your score predictions in chat. Realistically, I would happily take a draw because they are undefeated. They are so good. And importantly, they play a style of football that we don't tend to do well against. You look at, they're basically Brentford on steroids, if you want to put it that way, right? They don't play exactly how Brentford played, but that high pressing, high action, heavy metal style, they come at us, they make it work. And I'm concerned for the Rice Souček double pivot because when they've been pressed this season, we have tended to fall apart quite significantly. And so I'm hoping we have some sort of solution for that because I suspect if you're Liverpool, that's exactly what you do. You'd go for Rice, you'd go for Souček, you start gunning for him, right? However, having said all that, I do genuinely feel like we have a chance in this game. I do genuinely feel like we could make something of this. If you said to me, now I can't truly predict which way it's going to go. But if you said to me Liverpool won 3-1, I would believe you. But if you said to me West Ham won 1-0, I would also believe you. And the fact we have a chance going into this game with a team that good, a team unbeaten, to stay in the top 4/go third, I think is a massive, massive achievement for everyone involved. And I think that momentum will carry us through. I'm concerned about Antonio's form of late. Hasn't been great. I'm concerned about the double pivot. Struggle when they get pressed against. But even then, I'm looking at it and I'm saying this 11 specifically has been good enough against teams just as good as Liverpool to make this happen. I'm confident. I'm confident of a performance. And so listen, we take a draw. That'll be good. But we could get that win, Todd. We could get that win, and I back that. Carlo is saying 3-1 to West Ham. Let's continue to be surprised. I back that all the way. If we're winning 1-0, then Salah and Ref combine 98th minute. We'll see what happens. 1-1 draw. I'm guessing 2-1 Liverpool. How many baby bells could you force into an elephant's cheeks? All of them. All of the baby bells. All of the baby bells. All of the baby bells. You know what I mean? There's something. I'll contact the zoo. Let them know if they ask him if they would let me do it. I sent you a short clip on Twitter. So Kufal saying his name's pronounced Tofal. So all our pronunciations are wrong. I will check that after the match. But also, I'll just keep saying it differently. I know I'll promise to say one thing and I won't because I'm an idiot. So I'll say it. If I don't score 3-1 Liverpool, bro, 2-1 mighty wins to the Hammers, Antonio and Benny. You just know Bowen is going to score in front of his sugar daddy Klopp today. 2-2 draw. 2-2 draw. Stevie C once more coming through and letting us know where the free link is. It's of course in the Discord. Link in the description below, people. If we did well on our last shootout anyway, penalties ain't a concern. That's a fair point, Michael. That's a very fair point. Let's have a little scroll. Go back to the score predictions to get through them. 1-1, 2-1, 3-1, 1-0 West Ham. 2-2, 2-1, 2-2. Fired with a 0-0. I think that's fair. 2-1. No goal, says Dev. Fair. Fair. We can do it 2-1. Dare to dream. Yes. Dare to dream. Draw would be great. However, I think they'll win 2-0. Hello from Orlando, Florida. Hello, Simon. Hope you're well. Hope things are all sunny over there and you're having a good time in this. What would it be? It'd be morning for you, I guess, or late morning, probably like 11 something or what? Something. Would I be wrong about that? Probably like 11:30 around there, isn't it? West Ham is no good. Harsh, Z. Harsh. Usually true, but currently wrong. But harsh, nevertheless. Nevertheless. Arsenal have gone 5th. What is the final Arsenal score, by the way? I don't. Let me know. 2-1, 2-1. Beat City, beat Liverpool. I struggle to say that because it's just such massive plays, Joe. Such massive plays. Yes. What's good, CW, says Matthew. Hope you're well, my friend. Hope you're good. Vlad has set the world straight. I need to look into it. I'll hear what he says, and then I will continue to say it wrong because I'm an idiot. Players coming out. Thank you, Arthur. I'll get on that in a second. 2-2, Salah double and Antonio Benny. I'll take that. Scousel Cresswell banging a free kick and we win 3-1. Love that. 1-1, 2-1, 1-1. Remember, there will be a minute's silence. Will there, Arthur? Okay. If I'm see it at the time, I will observe it, potentially. I always find it difficult doing it on stream because obviously stuff, but we'll see what happens. 1-3, Slaven Bilic, Salad, Klopp's glasses, and David Kretinsky. Not even Daniel, David. My brain took a long time to process that. 2-1, Lama Island, Hong Kong. I think that's Hong Kong. Guy, big plays, mate. Big plays. Hope Antonio's okay today. Shouldn't have played Thursday. Yeah, I agree. I agree to some extent. I think he needs a rest. I don't know what it is, but I think he needs rest. 1-0 win. They won 1-0. Okay. Maybe slowly getting something together, Arsenal. So we are less than 3 minutes away from kickoff now, and this is the point where I say hello. Thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe if you're new around here, like the video, all of that good stuff, and that we will live every single match day. We are constantly here doing our watch along from half an hour before kickoff all the way through till fourth time. The build-up show starts an hour before kickoff. We have a full slate of match day coverage that then shifts into, of course, the live review with Gio and Gonzo at the end of it. Just be Gio today because, of course, Gonzo is out at the game itself. But welcome. Come back sometime. And remember, we always have links to the game in the description below. If you haven't seen it already, scroll down into the description. There's a bit called Join Our Discord. It's free to join. Lovely Hammers Chat West Ham community there. But more importantly, if you go on there on the left-hand side, there's a bit called Stream Links. You click on Stream Links. You see what you're looking for. You find it. We're here every match day providing that for you. Thank you very much for coming. I appreciate it. Now, I will probably miss the minute silence, mainly because I'm trying to find the game itself. Because I'm watching it on the Now TV app, but I'm gonna see if I can on my computer potentially find a stream that's slightly further ahead than that, so I'm not as far behind as usual. I will of course have the timer up in the top left hand corner. Timer here. I can't see the screen right now, so I don't know which side. Which will tell you exactly how far behind I am. Just pulling up the Now TV app on my phone currently. But thank you, everyone, for joining. I hope you're well. I hope you're all good. Coming in big plays. We're about to deploy the boys. Get them going. Get them out there. Get them big plays and that. About to deploy the boys. And I'm feeling a bit more confident. If anything, I'll be honest with you. I was thinking I would get a bit more nervous as it came towards the game. But for some reason, I'm getting a bit more confident. And I'm not sure how. I'm really not sure how, but I am. So I'm going to put that there. I think this is slightly further behind. So let's have a look at a couple of comments while I'm here. Enjoy the gameplay. Thank you very much, Chris. I appreciate it. And again, remember, if you're here just for the build-up, I appreciate you just as much. Feel free to go head off and watch the game. Come back halftime. We'll have halftime stuff for you. So we are about to have that minute silence. I will observe it. I'll be trying to find a thing while I do it, but I will observe it. Trevor Brookin will be the one reading out the eulogy here. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. We are about to get underway. We are about to get underway. Call intro says say one if you're on team Liverpool, and then says one himself twice. I back that kind of confidence. I like it. Big play is about to take place here, ladies and gentlemen. The boys have been deployed. We are here. The plays are about to be large. The plays are about to be large. I saw something. There it was, Kieran. Good to see you, my friend. Good day, Charlie. Enjoy the Charlie. So did I. Big food talk, Kieran. Big food talk. Oh, Titch, my forever boy. What a man. What a man. Good to see you, Titch. If you haven't subscribed to Hams Fans United already, make sure to click on it, subscribe. What a man. What a dude. Absolutely out here doing the biggest bits possible. We're about to kick on. We're about to kick off here at the London Stadium. It is West Ham United hosting Liverpool in a kind of a low-key 6-pointer for the top four, maybe less for Liverpool than it is for us. And Pablo Fornals gets it underway. Here we go. Here we go. Come on, New Irons. Big plays. Deploy the boys. All of that good stuff. We move. We move. We move. And once more, again, if you are looking for a link, remember, click on the link in the description below. Join our Discord. Early doors hype. I've got more excited somehow. I don't know how, because I thought I would get more nervous as this game happened. As we got closer to the game, I thought we would get scared and concerned. And yet somehow we're here and we're moving. You know what I mean? It feels almost like I'm at the game in a sense of just overconfidence. And I would go as far as to potentially call it overconfidence as well. But we're here. I'm good, my friend. I'm good. I'm all right. I'm ready for a big dub. If we don't get the dub, it is what it is. But yeah, I'm all right. I'm not too bad. Slept a lot in the last 2 days in very awkward ways, but that's what happens when you don't have a lot of sleep. You know what I mean? That's what happens. That's what happens. Did the game start? Yeah, I'm off home. Yes, Nikki, it's just kicked off. You can see in the top corner exactly how far it is on my stream, at least. Liverpool on the attack here. Mane lays it off, looking for Robertson on the overlap, kicks it back across goal. Cleared away. Cleared away by Fornals. It's gone back in towards the area. Souček headers it away. Souček. So I think it was wasn't it? But yeah, it has started, Nikki. I apologize. Good luck getting home. I hope you get home before anything happens. Just run quickly, Nikki, quickly. But welcome. Hope you're well. Liverpool scored in the first 10 minutes in the last 3 Prem games, so he must be strong, says Joan. Terrifying. Thank you, that. Scared again now, Joan. I had a false sense of confidence, and now we're all good. Robertson out on the left-hand side, whips it into the box. He's looking towards potentially Jota, but it sort of bounces all the way across to Aaron Cresswell, who just on the edge of the 6-yard box chests it back for Fabianski to collect. Fabianski, who takes his time to throw it out to Ben Johnson, who Ben Johnson with a little bit of pace, steps up, pings it over Oxlade-Chamberlain, tries to find a bit of space, manages to get it, but couldn't quite do it. It's Liverpool on the counter attack again. Liverpool Mane so far just looking. Liverpool going down our right hand side significantly here, looking potentially to get into that space behind Ben Johnson or to make him. Antonio versus Van Dijk for the first time. Van Dijk does well, but loses out for a corner. Big early plays. The ping over the top from Pablo Fornals was absolutely beautiful into the path of Mikel Antonio, who looked like he was going to slow down. Van Dijk slowed down slightly. He kicks it on, runs it on, sprints past and wins a corner. Good opportunity. We've been better. At the We've been better at set pieces for a while here. Hopefully we're on one of those days where we have it good. All of the big boys are up. Ogbonna, the Dome, Zuma, the Happy, Souček, the Salad. All of them in and around the box. Antonio's in there as well. Bowen on the edge of it, just next to Salah. It's whipped in. It's gone all the way. It's 1-0. Well, there you go. Early doors, it's happened. Not 10, Charlie, not 10. Early doors, it's happened. West Ham United 1, Liverpool 0. It will probably go to VAR. Don't get me wrong. It will probably go to VAR. But at the same time, right now, it's West Ham United 1, Liverpool 0. Fornals crosses the ball in. I'm trying to look at the replay here. Alisson is under pressure from Ogbonna and Antonio. I would be shocked if that's taken away from us. I would be shocked if that's taken away from us. I also don't know. Does Ogbonna get a touch to it? I don't even think Ogbonna got a touch. It'll probably count as Pablo Fornals if it's given. That's what the commentator's saying as well. Try not to look at chat because I know there'll be a spoiler in there, but I don't see any problem with that. If this gets taken away, I would be shocked because I can't see a single problem with that. Ogbonna rises up and he goes for the header. Alisson is behind him. I don't even know if he knows Alisson is that close. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Alisson tries to jump up to punch it, but his arm is impeded by... We're now getting a possible handball check from VAR. Before it was for a foul. Now we're getting a possible handball check on Angelo Ogbonna. But it hits Alisson's hand. It looks about as obvious to me as hitting Alisson's hand. Come on. Goal given. Let's go. It's West Ham United 1. It's West Ham United 1. Liverpool 0. Early doors. A goal directly from the corner. Whether it counts as an own goal because Alisson does get the last touch on it, or whether it was going straight in from the corner from Pablo Fornals. Either way, I don't care. It's 1-0. It's 1-0. Flipping heck. Flipping heck. What a start. What exactly? Yes, Joe. What a start. My God. Nikki, if you're still in here, I'm sorry that you've probably missed that. I apologize, my friend. There we go. There we go. That is beautiful. That is the perfect start. This is all we needed. This is all we needed. West Ham now streaming forward once again from the restart. Oh, we've lost the back, but come on. Come on. 1-0, early doors, perfect start. We can afford. Look, I was suspecting we might set up. We might play a bit more like we did against City, where we were a bit more conservative, step back a little bit calmer, and yet we've come out. We've got a goal early doors, and that should allow us to play a little bit calmer. We don't have to be as under pressure here to try and get a goal. Imagine if we were trying to get one back or get two back in this game. All of a sudden, we don't have that. That's not to say Liverpool can't score 2 or can't score 3 or whatever. But so far, so beautiful. So far, so beautiful. West Ham we are just too massive, Matthew. I don't know if we all know this, but I've heard you can see us from space. You know? I heard you can see us from space. The things you can see on Earth from space. Land masses, seas, the Great Wall of China, West Ham United. I've heard we're massive. I might be wrong. If so, do it more often, mate. I don't condone violence. I really don't. Oh, Cresswell. A crunching tackle. A crunching tackle on Henderson. Rice asks West Ham to play the ball out to allow Henderson to potentially get some treatment here. The play was going on. There was no foul was given. Cresswell was under pressure from both Henderson and Salah. Ooh. It's a rough challenge. He puts his foot up. Henderson's relatively close, and he puts his foot on it. He gets the ball. There's no doubt about getting the ball or anything else. He gets the ball 100% to put it away, but he follows through in a wild manner. I think he rolls over the top of the ball. He loses balance, and he just kind of hooks him. We're getting a possible red card check for VAR here for serious foul play. I would be disappointed if it happened, but at the same time, I would understand. It was a bit wild. No red card. No red card. Okay. No red card. It's an Alisson own goal. Look, I'll take it either way. I'm saying it's 4 now, so I don't care what it says, but I respect that. But I'm taking it. Press the like button already. Thank you very much. Pim Chudder. Thank you. Appreciate that. Remember, everyone, like the video, get involved. Pim Chudder's done it. Why not you? You know what I mean? Get involved. No red. I would have understood if it was a red. Well, maybe. It probably would have been a bit harsh, but no red. No red. Free kick for Liverpool inside the centre circle here. His foot slipped over the ball. That's why I would be concerned. I would understand it because he was wild after it, but he does slip. I agree with you, Jason. His foot goes on top of the ball when he's trying to clear it, and he does get the touch, and it does go away, but he slips sort of over the top of it, and he goes a bit wild. But yeah, I've seen it, is what I'm saying. You know what I mean? I've seen it happen. Is it full time? God, I wish, Clegg. God, I wish. Oh, come on. The anxiety is rising now. The perfect start has happened, and now the anxiety is rising. Cresswell does well there just to play it back to Fabianski calmly. Boots it forward, looking for Fornals. Can't quite find him. West Ham collect the ball. They're in possession just by the left corner flag. Aaron Cresswell boots it clear again. Looking for Mikel Antonio. He's fighting. Virgil van Dijk and Antonio is going to be an interesting battle today. Virgil seems to be man-marking him almost. Probably a smart shout. If you're looking at Liverpool's team, you're saying who's one of the stronger people who can actually can actually outmuscle Antonio. Van Dijk's probably one of the few. He seems to be man-marking him. He's proper gripsing him up at every opportunity he gets. He's the guy who's stepping to him. So you see what it is. Oh, Foe, my boy. How are you, my friend? Hope you're good. Hope you're well. Hope things are all good with you, bro. How are you? I hope you're good. Hope you're good. Good to see you. Hope you're good. West Ham have been playing well, Street guys. Counter-attacking so far. 10 minutes in. But to be honest with you, nothing too surprising. We've been doing well though. When we've got forward, we've not been creating chance after chance after chance. I don't even know if technically we've had a shot yet. That's a good thing. I could check. Have we actually had a shot? I don't know where I put the thing. I don't know if we've had a shot yet. Let me open up who scored so I can have a gander. But that's not a negative because we're winning. But I just say that because the goal came from a corner. Yeah, we have not had a shot yet. If I quickly do this, I need to bring this up. I need to click on this. Change this to where is it? Here. There you go. You can see here, we have yet to have a shot on goal. We've yet to have a shot on goal. Our goal came from a corner. It's counted as an own goal for Alisson, as you can see. If I scroll down, there you go, as you can see there. But yeah, so we've yet to have a goal, but a shot. But we're winning 1-0, and I think we've been playing well. I think we played relatively well. Can't lie to you. I think it's easy to say it's easy. It's a difficult game. It would be easy for us to just sort of sit back and defend and do nothing else. And look, I'm not sitting here saying we haven't done that. I'm not sitting here saying we aren't defending for our lives because we kind of are. But at the same time, when we're getting forward, we are getting into good positions. Antonio's causing issues. And the rest of the team seem to be willing and ready to fight for this. Defending relatively strong, relatively solidly even. Good. It's good stuff so far, Street guys. It's good stuff. Meme Kid's not convinced that we'll win. Millers, hope you're well, my friend. Hope you're good. Hope you're all good. For a City fan, I really hope West Ham win this one. Come on, Wizard. Love that from you. Love that from you. Subscribe if you're around here. Like the video. All that good stuff. Short free kick from Liverpool, about 35 yards away from goal. They decide to play it round instead. Understandable. Bowen charged down Robertson there. Stops them from playing the ball around. Good stuff. And Fornals has been penalised for something, apparently. Not sure what. Bowen does really well there. Robertson, Liverpool just passing it around all calm. It does definitely hit off Bowen's hand, by the way. Liverpool do the exact same thing. Short free kick. Carry on trying to play the ball around, trying to spread it. Oh, Robertson with a nice little dink inwards to Sadio Mane, who's just inside the box on the left-hand side. His cross gets blocked. I thought it was a corner, but apparently not. Apparently it hits off Mane last. It's a goal kick. Mane there tries to just play it in. Johnson gets the block. It does hit off Johnson last. It bounces off Mane and off Johnson and out for a corner. It should have been a corner, but don't care. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I've got a pen for fiddling with. You know what I mean? I'm at that sort of stage where I just need to fiddle out of nerves. I should have said out of nerves faster there because that's too easy to cut out. Titch, I know you're watching. Don't destroy me, please. Don't destroy me, please. Dink over the top, looking through to Mohamed Salah, does well, cuts inside. Good defending by Aaron Cresswell. Good recovery. Stops that from being an opportunity, a really good opportunity for Liverpool. There was a moment there where it looked dangerous. Ogbono's gone down holding his knee. We'll see what happens. But there was a moment there where that looked like a good opportunity, but Aaron Cresswell recovers well and just dispossesses Salah. Henderson just clips it over the top. Salah looks like he's trying something. Ogbono goes down holding his knee. There was no contact or anything. He twists himself as he falls down, and Aaron Cresswell does really well to recover there. Just dispossesses Salah. As clean as you like. As clean as you like. Peach! Deploy the boys! Deploy the boys. West Ham weren't lacking no poise, bruv. What did they do? They deployed the boys. Hope you're well, Peach, my friend. Hope you're well. If you're looking for something else, hey, I was on West Ham Random last night. We had a big, nice conversation about food, amongst other things. West Ham as well. Getting a replay of the goal once more. Fornals just crossing in that ball. Straight in, over the top of everyone. Alisson gets a touch. Own goal. Love to see it. I'm still going to claim it wasn't an own goal, but still, the stats say differently. The stats say differently. The stats say differently. Looks like his knee. Yeah, he looked like he twisted his knee as he went down. Nothing too awkward, but still. Atta, we no longer do the oranges here. The oranges are past. We've moved on from oranges and we've upgraded to baby bells. Although we don't need the baby bell yet. Going strong so far. 1-0, easy as you like. Going well, but we have upgraded to the baby bells because I can't eat. The doctor said, lay off the oranges. Lay off the oranges. Big Brexit Craig is getting stripped off. Big Sea Dog himself. Craig Dawson, Sea Dog, he's getting ready to come on for Angelo Ogbono here. This is terrifying and also very exciting. If Mohamed Salah thought he was going to have it all his own way today, look, he's facing a worse defender, but someone who is very likely to just snap him into. Good luck, Mo, mate. I wish you the best. I wish you the best. But Ogbono is going off. It's a shame to see. Shame to see because he's just so good. But hopefully it's not hopefully it's not a serious injury that keeps him out for a long time. He's walking under his own power right now. So hopefully it's not too serious. We'll see how it ends up going. But he's jogging along. He's trying to test out his knees. So, that would make you think it's not serious, but we'll see what happens. I think he is probably going to come off. He's walking down the touchline he's walking down the touchline on the opposite side of the pitch away from the dugout. So maybe he's there to test it out a little bit. Fabinho looking for it from range. Fabianski collects. So maybe we'll see him come back on. Big Sea Dog's not quite here yet. Big bad Brexit Craig is not quite coming on yet. Ogbono's made his way back onto the pitch. Strides on confidently. We'll see how it goes. Lily, a great question. What is the Discord? Discord is in the link below. If you scroll down into our description, you'll find the join our Discord bit. You click on that. It's a free community. It's a free West Ham Chat community. Lovely people on there. But more importantly, on the left-hand side, if you click on stream links, you can find the links to the game, what you're looking for, basically. So have a little click on the Discord and the link in the description below. Link in the description below. Cresswell just lets the ball run out under pressure from Salah, wins a goal kick. So far, so good from West Ham United. 19th minute. Look, difficult, obviously. Not an easy game by any stretch of imagination. They are certainly a lot more dangerous than we have been, but you would expect that. Liverpool are a big side. They've got incredible world-class players on their team. They are undefeated so far, and we are playing a style of football that will allow them to have that possession. But the fact of the matter is this. The current score is West Ham United 1, Liverpool 0, and you can't really complain about it. Ogbono has gone down again. holding his face. The camera zoomed in on Jota. I didn't see what happened. Diogo Jota, maybe a flailing arm on Ogbonna or something. I don't know. We'll see it in the replay, I guess, but I missed it completely. Ogbonna looks angry about something as well. I don't think it was a foul or anything. Ogbonna clears the ball, and Jota, who just sort of tries to jump into it, just gets caught a little bit by Jota, it looks like, and he goes down. He looks annoyed about it. Not a foul, not a free kick, nothing to be done about it, IMO. It just is what it is. Craig Dawson getting warmed up yet again. Yet again. Probably should have changed. Oh, no, I have changed this one. Elbow in the face. Yeah, that's what it looks like, Scott. Just a flailing elbow a little bit. Again, I don't think there was anything in it. No malice, no card necessary, no nothing. It just sort of happens from time to time, doesn't it? A little bit of a... It just sort of happens. I wouldn't say anything more about it, to be honest. But Ogbonna did look like he was bleeding for a second there. And then Big Brexit Craig once more getting ready to come on. Ogbonna's been in the wars, isn't he? Ogbonna's been in the wars. Everyone, as Foshizi says, hit the like button, subscribe. If you wish to support us further, of course, you can check us out on patreon.com/Hammers Chat. But like the video, subscribe, all that good stuff. We'll be live throughout the entire game. We'll be live at halftime when Gio comes on to do the halftime team talk with me. Partly so I can go pee, partly so you can actually enjoy someone who knows what they're talking about, as opposed to just me. And then, of course, I'll be live for the second half. And then at full time, Gio will be live with his full match review as well. But make sure, like the video, subscribe, all of that good stuff. Would have thought Diop over Dawson, considering pace, but then again, Diop got rinsed Thursday, so probably doesn't make a difference. I think for me, James, I would have said if it was a back four, which it is tonight, I would have been more than happy to see Diop come on instead of Dawson. I think Diop's looked decent in the back four, and I'd like to see him next to Kurt Zuma. We saw it against Zagreb; they look relatively decent. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens, how it plays out. I understand why he would go for Craig Dawson. He probably trusts him a little bit more. But I probably would have gone for Diop. Personally, I probably would have gone for Diop. West Ham temporarily down to 10 men here. Ogbonna went down the tunnel for some treatment. So West Ham are temporarily down to 10 because I don't think Big Brexit Craig did come on yet. They are going to officially make that change. Big Brexit Craig, Sea-Dog himself. Sea-Dog's on to partner Kurt Zuma at the back. Look, let's be real. Dawson did really well last year. And I think he's played well in almost every match he's played this year. I think, obviously, the last match aside against Genk, I think him and Diop were both as poor as each other. I know that's an unpopular opinion. I know most people would think Diop played worse, but I think they played about as badly as each other. Regardless, he's been a big, reliable presence for us. And again, as I said, it's been a situation where, look, Ogbonna obviously a better defender, but now we've got a guy in there who will just snap you in two. So good luck. Good luck. Probably will give up an opportunity for dives, but we'll see how it goes. I love Andy Robertson. I really do. If you're a long-time subscriber to this channel, you know I was screaming about Andy Robertson literally from the start. Literally from the start. When he was in Scotland, then he went to Hull, then obviously Liverpool. Been screaming about him for a long time. I think Andy Robertson's very, very good. I wanted us to sign him as opposed to Cresswell back in the day. Not complaining, Cresswell's been a baller, hasn't he? But still. Bowen under pressure, trying to turn and think it forward. We're not committing the numbers forward. We've got very few people in the attacking positions. And in a situation there where Bowen was under pressure, he didn't really have any options. He turns and just sort of tries to dink it forward and hope that probably Antonio can get there. But to be honest with you, there wasn't a lot on. Antonio having a better game than he has had of late, but he's had barely anything to do. But when he has had the ball, he's done all right. We'll see how it ends up playing out long term, but he's playing okay. But this has been mostly Liverpool trying to break us down and failing so far. And that's the important thing, failing. Look, they've been getting a lot of the possession. They've been trying a lot to do what they want to do. Matip with a dangerous ball back to under the pressure from Antonio. And we can't act like it hasn't been that way. We can't act like we can't say that it hasn't been mostly Liverpool so far today, because it has. 25 minutes into the game-ish. But I don't know if you would say they deserve it. It's not like they've created anything great. They've not really created any opportunities. Not any major ones anyway. Were we lucky to get the goal to some extent? Yeah, of course we were. But sometimes that's the way it goes. Do Liverpool deserve to be leading in this game? No. Not so far. Despite all of the possession, despite everything else. They're playing the ball around here. They still haven't had a shot, by the way, Liverpool. They're playing the ball around here. This is good. Dink over the top, looking for Mane. Good defending by Ben Johnson. Good defended by Ben Johnson. Just calmly sweeps it out. Liverpool dinking the ball around, trying to make something of it. Salah with a beautiful ball to Alexander-Arnold, who tries just a little dinky do over to Mane on the other side. Johnson just runs it out for a corner. It's good work by Ben Johnson. Good defending. Not under a lot of pressure. Probably could have left it, but still. Robertson with the corner, flicked in. Henson on the edge of the area. Poor from Liverpool. And now Fornals boots it clear. Mikel Antonio trying to collect the ball. Can't quite do it. It's good. Fair play to Mohamed Salah. Does really well there. Antonio just pushes someone over. To be fair to Mohamed Salah, does well there. There was a bit of pressure on him there. The ball's bouncing up high. It bounced a bit awkwardly for Antonio. He heads it back towards Fabinho, who Antonio, and I cannot stress, just pushed him to the floor. You have to respect it. No remorse. Love that. Love that. Free kick to Liverpool. They take it quickly and try to play the ball on the floor again. We're not really seeing many big boots into the we're not seeing many big boots into the area or anything from Liverpool from free kicks or anything else so far. We're seeing mostly them trying to play on the floor, trying to pull us apart, which is probably to an extent the right thing to do. Again, even now Ogbonna's come off. We've got Zuma who's changed over to the left-hand side now, and Kurt and Big C Dog Brexit Craig on the right of the centre-back pairing. So they're big boys, and realistically, Jota, Salah, Mane, they're not going to beat them in the air. So we're not seeing a lot of those big plays into the box as of yet. Big crosses, big either from open play or from free kicks and corners. Not too many. Is maybe the way I should say. Not too many. And so realistically, I think that's fine with us. But again, it is all Liverpool so far. Rice puts it into Fornals in a bit of a suicide pass. I thought it was a foul on Fornals there, but the referee apparently disagrees. It looked like the exact same thing Antonio just did, but on a West Ham player instead. Referee doesn't give it, but fair enough. Alexander-Arnold, who's taken up that central position like he likes to do. Again, Henson's just tried to loft it into the box there, and Craig has got so high over Liverpool's players and just nodded it away quite simply, quite easily. Mane on the outside of the box, trying to pull off a shot, can't quite do it. Robertson on the overlap, tries to pull it back. Johnson again, comes out, blocks it well. If anyone is looking for the Discord link and can't find it in the description below, it is there. It says join our Discord. There it is in the chat. Look at the Hammer's chat message that's just gone in. That is what you are looking for. West Ham with mild pressure, just forcing Liverpool back to the goalkeeper. Alisson halfway into their half, just calmly controlling it. But West Ham not pressing them from there. That's maybe where you want the follow-up press to go, but it was probably so far up the pitch that they don't want to risk it. Liverpool again, slowly playing through the area, slowly building up play, trying to pull us apart, trying to find a space. And look, if they do get to dinking it around and you do have the movement of Salah, Jota, Mane, it's obviously going to be a difficult thing to do. But at the same time, West Ham are on the counter-attack here. Ben Rama plays it across, looking for Jarrod Bowen, who's just on the edge of the area. Can't quite get the control. It's close. And now Liverpool on the counter-attack. This could be dangerous for Liverpool. Robertson flying forward. He has Mane just on the inside of him. West Ham get back very quickly, slow the play down completely. And again, that chance almost disappears now. Good defending from West Ham. West Ham have been really good in the transition from attack to defense so far this season. Mane shot from range, not even close. Brexit Craig blocks out. and it goes out. It's Liverpool regain possession on the halfway line. This is going to be a long game, it feels like. But I'll say this. There has been... West Ham this season have been very good at transitioning from attack to defense. They've got back into formation very quickly, consistently. And there was a good opportunity for Liverpool to counter-attack with all their pace and just some smart defending. And we got back into a good position. Pablo Fornals doing good work here again to stop that. And it just stops it from happening. I think that's really good. And you see Fornals there. He came across to the other side of the pitch to block the play through as Liverpool tries to do something. He gets the block and then instantly goes back to his position on the other side of the pitch. You love to see it. And if he passed, but under a lot of pressure with very little options there, but West Ham regained possession of the ball. Antonio trying to turn Van Dijk again, just coming up onto him. He's battling for it, Antonio. And now everyone's involved. Ben Rama. Henderson comes away with it just over the halfway line. Strides into West Ham's half. Liverpool again taking their time. Not flying through. Not doing stuff willy-nilly. They're taking their time here, Liverpool. Trying to find the gaps, trying to find the space. And so far, West Ham are denying that. It's a good pass by Alexander-Arnold to Robertson, who plays it into Mane. Back to Robertson on the edge of the area, fires it across, headed away. Alexander-Arnold was lining up for a shot. He was desperate to take a shot there. Couldn't quite find it. Back out to Robertson, who tries to cross it in. Ben Johnson with yet another block. He's having a good game today, Ben Johnson, to be fair. Major. Charlie, I would feel more relaxed if you have a Baby Bell. Okay. All right, I'll give the chat the option. The chat are the one in charge. Baby Bell. Is it Baby Bell time, people? If you want the Baby Bell to be consumed now for the luck, type in the word bell. If you want to save the Baby Bell for a later moment in time, if you think it's too early for if it's a too early a bell, say the word no. Say the word no. Let me know what you're thinking. Bell versus no. Is it bell time? Is it bell time? One of the differences between both teams is how Liverpool are able to pressure Fabianski, whereas we can't pressure Alisson without risking space and behind the defense. Header from Liverpool, wide, high and wide. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, Liverpool can afford to be more adventurous. We went up early on, which means we don't really need to pressurize Alisson. When Alisson comes that far out, if they played the ball back to Alisson and he was in his area, I think we would have pushed them. I think we would have stepped to them. We would have made more of an issue of it. But realistically, in that scenario, when Alisson is practically in the center circle almost, we don't want to pressure him because really we only seem to pressurize teams when they're in their own half. And that was obviously quite close to being in their own half. And in general, I think we'll just pressurize them less, only because we've got the goal. We don't need to as much, right? So I strongly agree with you there, Mulch. I think we'll see how it develops as it goes on. Ref gives a foul against Souček, apparently. But yeah, we'll see how it plays out. Let's have a look at these Baby Bell. Let's have a look at the Baby Bell vote that was brought on by Major 84. Before that, let's just have a little look at the foul. Souček on Fabinho, apparently a foul. I thought that was 50-50, but we move. Bell, no, says Arthur. Okay. Line them up like Pac-Man. I'm tempted. Bell, bit early for Bell, says Willie. No. All the no's are coming back. No. Bell, no. Bell, no. I'm saying that's a vote for Bell from Major there. No. Yes. Too early. No, 35th minute. Bell whipped in from Liverpool. Header goes up. Bowen challenges for it, gets it away. Under pressure from Oxlade-Chamberlain, but still West Ham get the ball. It's all the way into Liverpool's area there. No. Do you know what? It's not overwhelming one way or the other. Not overwhelming one way or the other. So I'll say the motion has not passed. The Baby Bell motion has not passed. The Baby Bell shall not be consumed. Now, what's the match they quoted? Today, we've got a whole packet. I can't lie to you. There is a lot of Baby Bells in there. But I think 2 is the maximum on any match day. I think 2 should be the maximum. Last game, we got 2. We got our 2 goals back. We couldn't eat a third. We went to lick the wax. That was something people wanted. I tried that. We ended up conceding an own goal. So I think maybe 2 should be the limit. 2 should be the limit. I will say the motion has not passed overwhelmingly one way or the other. So I will say the Baby Bell shall not be consumed as of yet. I will regret that if they concede, but still. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain tackling Bowen very well there, to be fair. Souček just boots it up the pitch. Is it a 6-bag or a 10-bag? I honestly don't know. I just bought a bag. I didn't even think about counting them. I'll grab it at halftime and have a gander. I prefer my baby bells cold, straight out of the fridge. Yeah, see, this is the thing. So would I. But obviously, because I'm not in the kitchen, I'd have to go and collect it. Oh, shot from Liverpool over. I'd have to go and collect it. So I just have one here ready. But they are in the fridge currently. The rest of them are in the fridge. There is a VAR check going on now. There is a VAR check currently taking place. Big boos, check complete, no foul. On Alexander-Arnold there from Said Benrahma. Just on the edge of the area. Even it would have been a penalty, actually. I think I agree with VAR. Again, I've seen it given, don't get me wrong. But his foot wasn't so high and that's what's showing, so yeah. Miller says we need to win. If we do, I'll download Fantasy Football. I would encourage you to download it regardless, mainly because it helps out Hammer's chat. If you do, we need a certain number of signups to kick on into a full sponsorship money thing. But regardless, I appreciate that. Big dubs, come on. Halfway there, we're doing well. We're doing well. Doug. Yes, lad. How are you? Hope you're well. Just tapping in. How are we playing, Charlie? Seeing it's 1-0. Roberto-esque save. Yeah, a little bit, mate. A little bit. I think we're doing all right. We're doing okay. Don't get me wrong. Liverpool are by far and away in control. They are really trying. They're trying the hardest. But at the same time, they're not really creating much from it. They've had 3 shots so far, despite having. I mean, we could pull it up and have a gander. If I press this, hopefully it'll work. It will. Hello, everyone. So you can see down here, they've had 3 shots so far, despite having 75% of the possession. They've had the lion's share of everything so far, but they're just not really doing what Liverpool need to do. And then, as you can see, as it comes down to it, own goal. So look, I'm not going to act like Liverpool haven't been the better team, because they have. But at the same time, to be honest with you, I think we're doing well. We're defending well. We've got a lot of people back. We're holding them to account. We're not letting them have freedom. Liverpool are playing slowly through the lines, trying to find something intricate, trying to find old school Arsenal pass it into the net type thing. And realistically, I think it's going well for us. I think it's working for us. How long we get until squeaky bum time? I'm semi there already. I can't lie to you. I don't want to be that conspiracy guy, but it really feels like the authority are trying to help Liverpool with decisions. I don't know. You know me though, but I'm never down for that sort of thing. So I don't know. But at the same time, Liverpool coming forward. Mane charges into the box, tries to whip it in. Zuma just clears it away. The happy one clears it. Benrahma, oh, Jared Bowen, Mikel Antonio. Oh, yeah, Hammy's still good to go. Or in this case, could you score us another goal? What a boy. We've done well to stop Liverpool's flow. Liverpool are really struggling here. They're looking for they're looking for something, anything really at this point. They're trying to play through the lines and they just can't find it. Ben Johnson with a big ball up pitch was a good idea to try and find Antonio, but Van Dijk does well to keep it out. Fair play. What? Oh yeah. Love it. People, we've got something incoming. Yeah. There's another baby bell, people. There's another baby. We've got 2 baby bells now. Thank you. I've just been thrown a baby bell. We have a second one. Just to update on the bell situation. Just to update on that bell situation. If someone wants to call for another vote, we can do that now. We can do that. We can call for a second vote. Oh, Salah goes down. 39th minute. Are we at dive? Is that dive territory? I don't know. I need to see the replay again on Declan Rice. I feel like it was maybe a bit of a dive. If you said 39 minutes, I'd be willing to give you the Salah dive trophy there. Vote. I call for a vote. A vote's been called, people. Vote has been called. The Baby Bell vote has been called. Here we go. Bell, type the word Bell in. If you want the Baby Bell to be consumed, type the word no in. If not, if there's an overwhelming majority one way or the other, the Bell will be consumed. In the meantime, I realize that's a scary thing to do when we've got a free kick. I know people want to eat for the free kick, but due process has to be due process. Bell. I've seen the word goal as well, but Bell. No, Bell, no, Bell. There's a lot of bells. Bell, no, Bell, no. There's more bells than no. All right, I'm going to consume it. It's not on my screen yet. We'll see how it goes. What I'll do is I'll just lob it straight in. No messing. We'll just go straight in, all right? Free kick to Liverpool. Henderson. Alexander-Arnold. Salah. Alexander-Arnold. It's in. It's 1-1. It's in 1-1. I couldn't peel it quick enough. Due process we had to go to the vote. Due process had to be told. Look, I'll follow through, but it is 1-1. Absolute peach for a free kick. Fair play. Absolutely beautiful free kick from Trent Alexander-Arnold there. It's 1-1. It's 1-1. I've eaten the bell. The bell number 1 has been consumed. Didn't eat the bell fast enough. I feel like that was the case, but look, the thing is that was what happens. You have to follow due process. We can't just call for bells willy-nilly. We have to go to the vote. We have to see what the chat want, and it wasn't quick enough on that occasion. I understand it, but that's democracy for you. It's democracy for you. 1-1. 1-1. It's going to be interesting to see how we react to this now. It was a great free kick from Trent Alexander-Arnold. Whips it right into the top corner. No messing. It was what it was. So at this point, it's going to be interesting to see how West Ham react to this. They've had the luxury of being able to sit back with the lead today, but now we have to step up and try and create something. Before the goal, we were trying to push it a little bit. Obviously, we won the corner from it. Declan Rice with a beautiful tackle on Mohamed Salah there. Now we have to react. Again, a draw kind of suits us more than it suits Liverpool. Let's be real. It does kind of suit us more than it suits Liverpool. So to some extent, we could still carry on playing how we were, but it doesn't look like we are. We've got a lot of people forward right now, more people than we have forward for the entire game since the corner that we scored from. Playing the ball around now, West Ham, trying to find something. Bowen's on the right-hand side, dinks it into Thomas Souček. He was about a mile offside. He knew he was as well. It is what it is, but we'll see. It's a beautiful free kick. Alexander-Arnold just lays it to Salah, who takes a touch, and then he just whips it around the wall. He hits him so well, does Trent. To be fair, he really does. Charlie, it's science. You consume the Baby Bell string free, stops us conceding. Again, look, due process had to be followed. I understand the frustration, but it was what it was. Best we've played since they scored. Yeah, I agree. What I would say, it wasn't me, is maybe chill a little bit. I understand you're enjoying the fact you scored a goal. Chill a little bit. All right? That's the warning. I'm not just going to ban you outright. If you carry on from here on out, then we'll talk about it. But just chill a little bit. Just lower it a bit. You know what I'm saying? West Ham reacted well to the goal so far. But once more, we're back in that sort of defensive shape we were in before the game, and Liverpool have control of the ball. Again, 75 minutes. 75 minutes on the clock. 75% possession is what I should say, is what they had before it. So it's not like they haven't exactly dominated this game right now, but it is what it is. Dink forward, looking for Jarrod Bowen. Can't quite find him. Well, just cancelled out there by Virgil van Dijk. Danny says we're knocking it long too much. Yeah, I agree with you, Danny. I can't lie to you, mate. I do agree with you. I think Liverpool. The thing is, right? One of the easy ways to avoid a heavy metal football style press is just to knock it over the top of them, and that's what we're doing. But the problem is we've got nothing on the other side. We're not winning the second ball at all. We're not even winning the first ball, to be honest with you. The ball is coming over the top to avoid their press, and we are successfully avoiding their press very, very well. But on the other side of that, we've got nothing. We've got no one there. And because Liverpool are so camped out in our half, and you end up getting it back to Van Dijk or Mane in the area, tries to take a shot, blocked, saved by Fabianski. Easy collected from Fabianski in the end. Good block from Craig Dawson. When we play it long, it ends up, because we don't have anyone in any really good areas, and we're not really doing it very smartly. We're pinging it, and it's ending up in the feet of Van Dijk or Joel Matip. And at that stage, Liverpool have so many people forward, they can just begin to recycle possession again. They're not deep enough to where we activate our press and we start pushing them. So in reality, what we end up doing is just handing possession back to them consistently. And we're doing it consistently. And it's a little bit of a problem because we're not really getting any sort of momentum in our possession to get something going. 6 minutes of added time. Wild. I guess there was some VAR stuff in the middle of that, which did take a long time. But at the same time, wild. 6 minutes of added time, but we'll see how it is. 1-1. 1-1. We'll see. I'll be interested to get Gio's thoughts on it and yours, of course, in the halftime period, just to see where we all lie with this. I think it's been a well developed performance from West Ham. We've defended well. We've got forward and defended. When we've got forward, we've flown back well. I don't know. We'll see how it plays out. Nice header on by Fornals there. Played forward. This is a great opportunity for Mikel Antonio. Takes a touch. He's charging in. Oh, Mikel, please. Mikel, what are you doing, lad? If you're not looking, if you didn't see it, Mikel Antonio just ran past the ball he was in control of. Oh, my God. Ben Rama has the ball. Nice little dink. Nice little drop of the shoulder, rolls it past someone. Fornals out wide to Aaron Cresswell. Tries to play it in early under pressure. Couldn't really get a good ball in. West Ham do maintain possession of the ball there. Mikel Antonio, I cannot believe Mikel Antonio just ran past the ball that he was in control of. Some primary school stuff. What are you doing, bro? Anyway, played out wide. Jarrod Bowen on the ball. West Ham still maintain possession. Trying to pass the ball around. Looped in by Souček. Looking for Antonio. Couldn't quite find him. Handball against Jarrod Bowen. It's a free kick to Liverpool inside their own area. It's wrong. It was not a handball. It hits the stomach. Not a handball. Brilliant counter-attacking play from us. Absolutely brilliant. Trent was all at sea against Mikel Antonio, who literally just runs past the ball. Mikel, please. Please, Mikel. Please. Donut. Absolute donut. How was that even possible for a professional footballer in the Premier League to do? He was a winger. His whole thing was dribbling. Good sake. West Ham collect possession again. Play it out wide to Jarrod Bowen. He tries a second to turn. Robertson can't quite do it. Ben Johnson swazzes it to Aaron Cresswell on the other side, who does very well to keep that in. To be fair. I don't mind that from Johnson. Just trying to shift play across one side or the other. It's one side or the other. I'll go one more time. It wasn't me. Chill. I understand why. I understand you're replying to someone who's saying stuff about Liverpool, right? I understand that it wasn't me. But what I'll say is this. They're talking about Liverpool in general. You're actively antagonizing a single person. I will say this one more time. I don't want to ban you because I'm 100% up for people of any club being in, talking about the game, getting involved. I'll say this, just chill a little bit. All right. Again, I'll say this. The person you're replying to is talking about Liverpool in general. Okay. They're not actively antagonizing you as an individual. You are actively antagonizing the individual. That's what's not okay about it. All right. So again, I'll give you that last warning. If you don't chill, which you did do last time, to be fair, you're more than welcome to stay. But if that doesn't happen, then I'll time you out. But I don't want to. I don't want to. It wasn't me. I do want to be clear about that. I really do not want to. And I don't mind you taking the mick out of West Ham. That's calm with me. But just don't be antagonistic. Do you know what I mean? Big ball over the top, looking for Ben Rama. Can't quite find him. Allison comes flying out, fly kicks that one. But fair play. Allison's such a good goalkeeper, isn't he? You got to respect it. You really do. But just we're not committing people. Let him stay at Spence. Fair enough, Scott. Fair enough. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. Again, I don't want to ban anyone. I really don't. So when people get to actively antagonize individuals, where I'm like, this is just going to cause a problem. West Ham trying to play the ball out. Frustratingly, and I agree with what James Gunn was saying, like further up in the chat, which I forgot to click on, but I saw it go through. It is a bit frustrating to see now we're trying to play. Now we have all Ben Rama's through in the area. Sorry, Ben Rama tries to pull it back for Jarrod Bowen. It's close. It was close. I felt like for a moment there, I felt like it might have been a better situation. It might have been I don't know, maybe Ben Rama could have gone for the shot there. It was a difficult angle, but he did score. It is what it is. It's a great ball over the top, looking for Ben Rama, who controls it beautifully. Ben Rama's in such good form. And do you know what? The pullback's really good. Van Dijk just counsels him out. Great recovery. Good defending from Van Dijk. Sees it early, comes across and just stops it from happening. Thomas Souček gets a booking there for a foul on Jota. For a foul on Jota. Oh, look, he was clipped, but he went down holding his leg like he'd been flipping carved in two. We're into the 7th minute of half. We're into the 7th minute of the first half stoppage time of the 6 we were meant to have. I've just got a text from my GP. Always a concerning thing to see. Liverpool probably with the last chance of the half. Digs it forward from Trent. Cleared away. Hit from the edge of the area. Cleared away again from West Ham. And there is the halftime whistle. Halftime. Heating up. West Ham United 1. Liverpool 1. An amazing Trent Alexander free kick, to be fair to him. An unreal free kick right into that top corner. You got to respect it. Just absolutely pinged it in there. And a Pablo Fornals corner, straight from the corner all the way into the net. We can say it was an own goal, and to be fair, to an extent, it probably was. But I'm going to claim it was Pablo's because he deserves it. What a ping into the box it was. So halftime score here at the London Stadium. It is West Ham United 1, Liverpool 1. Now, I'm frustrated a little bit, similarly to how James was, to how we only started to really try and do anything in that game once Liverpool had scored. I understand why 100%. I would make the argument that we didn't look significantly worse defensively when that happened. In which case, I feel a little bit like maybe we could have done it earlier. I don't know. I'm interested to hear what Giamacchi thinks because as previously stated, he is just smarter than me. I was just saying, it's almost a little bit frustrating that we only started to attack once Liverpool scored. I fully understand why. I fully get why. Obviously, we were in the lead at that point against one of the teams that are unbeaten. Obviously, we're going to be as defensive as all hell. But do you feel like we were any less defensively solid after we started to play a little bit more openly than we were beforehand?
To some extent, I don't. The obvious answer is no, but I don't think there's been a long enough evidence to say either way. But Souček's been booked because Liverpool just counter-attacked. So have we kept attacking like we have been for the last 5 minutes? Those opportunities or the amount of fouls Souček and Rice in particular would have had to do, which would lead to bookings naturally, would increase as well. So we put a lot more pressure on our defensive midfield. Bear in mind, we've now got Craig Dawson on the pitch. And I'm not trying to slack him off or anything. He is just slow. So the further up the pitch we go, the greater chance they've got of exploiting Craig Dawson's lack of pace as well. So I think it swings and roundabouts, Charlie.
Oh, that's fair. How do you feel about the half overall?
It's hard to say we've got the tactics bang on because we scored after 3 minutes. We never really got an opportunity to see the tactics because it changes as soon as you score. Everything that you've been planning on doing goes out the window a little bit, and naturally you sit back, they come forward, so on and so forth. But I'm okay with it. If you said to me, half-time be 1-1, I'd be, yeah, no problem. I think both teams look like they've got at least one more goal in them. I think we've looked quite good going forward. It's just lacking that little bit of quality when it matters. Antonio in particular, when he was played through, takes a good touch and he's in on goal. Somehow runs past the ball or whatever it is he does.
Doesn't take any touch, apparently.
Yeah, then we had that build-up where Ben Rama sort of shifts onto his right foot. He's got an option of crossing or laying off either Fornals or Bowen, and his pass to Fornals isn't a layoff, it's a pass to his feet, so Fornals has got to turn around and pass it backwards and stuff, and it's just little small things. If we can just tweak it, just finesse it a little bit, I think we'll score in the second half. That's what I will say. I do think we'll score again.
I think we will as well. I think because again, we've only really tried to score for like 5 minutes of that half, realistically, and we created opportunities from it. I think Liverpool were used to potentially having it all their own way to some extent, where they were committing a lot of people forward, and that's what Liverpool do, right? And in the first 40 minutes, when we'd already scored and stuff, we were sort of just booting it over the top of their press, and we were avoiding their press, but we weren't creating anything from it. But in that last 5 minutes, and it's only 5 minutes, but the fact that we've managed to create chances within that were good, that were potentially good quality chances as well, not just he could have just shot from 40. No, he actually, like, we were in their area passing it around, sort of thing. I think there's enough evidence to say Liverpool maybe in that second half would be like, okay, we need to be a little bit more sensible about this because otherwise we could get it. So I'm equally confident we will score. Will Liverpool score as well? Potentially as well, but we'll see. I'll see you in a moment. Good luck. Good luck.
Cheers. Thank you, Charlie. Yes, everybody, let's see what you're saying in the live chat. I'm okay with the first half performance, to be honest with you. I'll say okay. I'm feeling positive, reasonably good. I'm not fantastic. I don't think we've been 10 out of 10, but I think we've been an 8 out of 10 so far, West Ham. We get a little bit of luck with a goal, but so what? That's pure tactics from Klopp. Liverpool's corner defensive tactics have let them down there. A bit of a dive for their free kick, outstanding free kick. I'll go into things more detail in the review, but I think we've played quite well so far, and I think Liverpool have played quite well so far. I think it's been a good game. I think both sets of fans should be happy with what they're seeing from their team at the minute. Not necessarily the referee, but from their teams, I think. But anyway, let's have a look in the live chat and see what you're all saying. And until Charlie comes back, let's have a little look at what you guys are saying. Here we go. Bowen has been very poor. Still having the best game. It's difficult for them, but I have to say, I think Fornals and Ben Ram have done more going forward than what Bowen has. So it's hard to disagree too much. Arthur says it's a good performance, more clinical in the second half. I agree with that. Chris is saying that Salah is a diving, cheating, so-and-so. It's hard to disagree with that as well, isn't it? Michael says that teams that tend to take it to them tend to do better. We must attack more in the second half. Don't necessarily disagree. Steve says that they are a great side. We've done very well. Very entertaining. And yeah, that's how I see it. I think we're having a pop at one of the best teams in the league. Happy days. Well, to understand why two men were not on the line, you can't do it. It's easier said than done. Well, as soon as you put someone on the line, the attackers run in and stand in front of your goalkeeper and stuff. But I get your concept, but it's far easier said than done, I think. It's not quite as simple as that. Lewis said, this is weird. I'm glad it's 1-1 at half time. And we sit deep on a lead against a big side. We usually concede late on. We don't have time to turn it around. This suits us. That's a very good point, actually. If what just happened in the second half, so we scored in the 48th minute and conceded in the 85th or whatever it was, it would be sickening. You would feel a bit sick that you just dropped 2 points, but it's not. It's at half time. We have 45 minutes ago. We've worked out. We can see what Liverpool have to offer. They can see what we've had to offer. And both managers have now got 15 minutes to tweak anything they want to get going. I will say that our opportunity is going to come down our left-hand side. No, I'm not trying to pick on Alexander-Arnold. I'm aware that in previewing the build-up and stuff. But he's getting so far forward today. And also central. He's tucking inside into centre midfield almost. And whenever we get the opportunity to break, there's loads of space out on the left. Either A, let's get Antonio out there so that when we get the ball, we can release it to Antonio on the left. Or B, get Antonio in the middle and try and get Said Benrahma in a good position that we get the possession of the ball. We're away down that left-hand side. Tony's saying he's sticking to his 2-2. Yeah, I said 1-1. I think I'm wrong with that. I think there's goals in this half for both teams as well. Alan says that he thinks the referee and VAR are doing everything possible to make it harder for us. Major is asking me to have a word with Charlie. He didn't eat the baby well quick enough, and as a result, we conceded. Guys saying Johnson had a poor first half, gave the ball away. Oh, I think that's a bit harsh, guys. I think Johnson's having a decent enough game. He's blocking pretty much everything Andy Robertson has to offer. The crosses are coming in from the other side. Henderson and Alexander-Arnold are the ones sticking in the dangerous crosses. I think Johnson's doing okay. Is he giving the ball away? Of course he has, but show me a West Ham player that has it. Everybody's giving the ball away in the first half. It's a hard team to play against when they press like Liverpool do. Steven says we're watching a team who has all the skill and money against a team with heart and grit. No, we don't have Joe Hart anymore. Thank God we got rid of him. He was a bit crap, weren't he? Harry says not happy with that performance. We were lucky to be tied, but he'll take it. Kenny, why did we not attack the ball at free kick? I think if you want to be nitty-picky, I think you can have a look at Jared Bourne in particular. His position is a bit of a strange one. Jared Bourne is literally standing at the side of the wall, behind the wall. He can't run to the ball because the wall's in his way, but he's quite small. He's never going to jump and head it, is he? I'm unsure what Jared Bourne's positioning was. Now, I'm not picking this up as in saying I think Bourne did crap of it. I'm just commenting because Ken has brought it up. I wasn't going to bring it up otherwise. But when you watch the replay, Jared Bourne is sort of in no man's land. It's a weird thing that Jared Bourne's doing for the wall. But do you know something? It's just sometimes in football, I always say, show me a goal, show you a mistake. But sometimes in football, you just have to say, fair enough. Kind of world class that. Can't really do much about it. That was one of them goals for me. From the dead ball part, I think there was one or two things in the build-up maybe, but the free kick itself is just outstanding. Teapot picks here. We need Lanzini on to improve our possession and creative play. What are you saying, Walsh?
Yeah, I mean, I'm interested in Lanzini. I think the thing is with Lanzini, we've said it a lot, and you use the phrase create for the creator sort of thing. But what he's really good at is when he drops deep and he can just wriggle out of spaces that other people can't and then find the passes through to the people who are going to get the assist or whatever. I don't know who I would take off for him, but I wouldn't be against seeing him. Well, that's the thing. I think I would be interested in seeing him. I definitely think at some point we'd introduce him. 100%. I also agree with you with the free kick. Sometimes you still got to go.
I think there's one or two. I think there's one or two things in the build-up. Yeah, I think there's a bit of dive by Salah and stuff. But in regards to the free kick itself, it's just world class by Alexander-Arnold. And Salah's involvement is world class itself. But it does just show you sometimes that little touch stop free kick hit does work. And this is a prime example. You ever want to teach kids why sometimes this lay off and stop thing works? This is the free kick to show them because it just executed perfectly, and the purpose of that little touch has been worked for two reasons. A, you shift the ball away from the wall, and B, the keeper can't see it. You look at Fabianski. I know people are saying, why didn't he dive? A, he could dive all he wants, he's not getting that. And B, Fabianski sets his wall up so he can see the ball,
Yeah.
Alexander-Arnold touches half a yard to Salah. That half a yard, Fabianski can't see it anymore. Suddenly, the next time Fabianski sees the ball is it's over the wall. And it's just unbelievable by Alexander-Arnold. I'm not even sure. I don't think it was a free kick, though. I think Salah dives, but hey-ho.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things where, like, he gets touched, but it's more because there are people physically in his way and he just sort of goes into them more than it is anything else. But
he's crowded out, so he throws himself to the deck and the referee goes, oh, it's Mo Salah. He doesn't dive, does he? Let's give him a free kick. Innocent little creature.
Yes, exactly. This is something I want to reply to in the chat so badly, but I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. Why would you park the bus at home in front of your home fans? Because you're crap. Fam, you're drawing with a crap team then. I don't know why you're celebrating it. If we're so crap, then why are you getting hyped about a 1-1? Chill yourself. I've said it to you before. It wasn't me. I don't mind you being here, but chill yourself. Also, come up with better trolls. Please, please, I beg you. This is the most trollable show on YouTube. I'm here live for like 2 hours by myself. And you come up here with like, you're parking the bus. Okay, Mourinho, calm down. Anyway, do you think... How do I word this? When you look at, say, I think you're right? I think we haven't seen enough of it. I think we haven't seen enough of the attacking play. I think so far in the evidence, I would suggest that we haven't looked too much. We haven't looked too much defensively frail when we're attacking. Because I think to our credit, and I think it's something you can say all season, I think we've transitioned from attack to defense really well. We get back really quickly, and there were times in the first half where we did commit, and then Liverpool were on the counter attack, and I was like, "Oh my god, they've got pace, down." But we got back almost quicker than they got forward into shape, and I think that's good to say. How long in this game does it have to stay with 1-1? Is there a point where you would end up committing and going for it? Is there a time where you would end up committing and saying, no, we are going all guns defensive. We are parking the bus at this point. We are trying to stay.
I think what we've seen in the last 5 minutes is what I would try and stick with for the remainder of the game. I think that's a good balance, which is look to break on the pace and commit 4 or 5 men forward, but nothing too much. I think I think we've done okay the last 5 minutes. Like I said, I've got a bit of, not sympathy, but I get it. I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. We scored early. It changes the game. Of course it does. You know, it's easy to sit here and say, oh, why are we defending so deep? Well, because we're protecting a lead. And had Salah not dived, we'd arguably be going in 1-0 at half-time and saying, oh, job done. Tactics have worked. Sitting back is working. It was working. It took a dive and a world-class free kick to break us down. They haven't scored an open play. No, we haven't either. But I tell you what, every time we get the ball and we go on a counter-attack, I lean forward. I think, here we go, because I genuinely believe we're going to do something. And like I said, if we could just tweak stuff and get a little bit more finesse in the final third, I think we would have done okay. It was, the big boo-boo was Mikel Antonio getting played in, and there was another couple of things. And there was, before Souček's yellow card, it might have been Van Dijk, correct me if I'm wrong, made a world-class tackle in the ball, and it was literally like bang on. Gets it a second later, that's a penalty. Doesn't go in for the tackle. Bowen, I think it was Bowen, he's getting a shot off a goal just outside the 6-yarder. Van Dijk had to make a world-class stop. So in order for them to be drawn and keep us out, they needed Antonio to miss the ball and Van Dijk putting a world-class last-ditch tackle in the area. I think we're doing all right. I think we're playing well, Charlie. Like I said, we're not playing good. We're not 10 out of 10, but a comfortable 7, 8 out of 10 performance from West Ham so far. However, in order to get an 8 out of 10 performance in the second half, we have to attack more. We only get an 8 out of 10 because we were protecting the lead for so long. We're not protecting that lead anymore, so it's a different game plan. But we're actually probably going to start with the same game plan now as we did at the very start of the match, which had to get sort of abandoned a little bit after 3 minutes. So I'd like to think whatever we had up our sleeve, we still got it. We've not had to show it yet because we had to change tactics so early on. We've seen what Liverpool have got to offer. And anyway, I'm going to watch the second half, my friend.
Enjoy yourself. And remember, if you want to hear more from someone who actually knows what they're talking about, Jay will be back at full time with the review, which you can click on. I'll spam the link in the chat so you literally don't have to do anything. Don't have to go anywhere. Don't have to do a single thing. You just click on that, go and enjoy yourselves. However, between now and then, we have a little case of 45 minutes of football. Remember to like the video, subscribe if you're new around, all that good stuff. We do live watch-alongs every single match day. From an hour before kickoff, we start our build-up to all the way through till full-time. We're here the entire time talking you through the match. So, feel free to come back more often. We'd love to see you. Even it wasn't me. We'd love to see you. Liverpool get the game underway. I forgot to press go on the timer. Liverpool have got the game underway. Here at the London Stadium, it's West Ham United 1, Liverpool 1. And then we'll see, what do both teams have in their lockers? Can either of them break the deadlock? We will see. We will see. Is there a case to say West Ham haven't attacked enough? Yes. Is there a case to say, for example, Liverpool have maybe overcommitted? Definitely. We'll see how that ends up playing out as the game continues on. And remember, if you don't know already, if you're looking for a link for the game, if you can't find it, in the description below, there's a bit called Join Our Discord. You click on that, it's a West Ham community, a Hammers chat community, lovely people in there. But more importantly, if you scroll down to the media bit, there's a bit called Stream Links, which has what you're looking for. Make sure to go and check it out. And where there, subscribe to Marchman 121. See, getting there, better. Still not good enough, but we're getting there. Come on, throughout the rest of this game, it wasn't me. We'll workshop some good trolls for you. So maybe in the reverse fixture, when we beat you then as well, maybe we could start laying them off. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss it. Hit the bell icon, all that good stuff. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? But you're getting there, mate. You're getting there. Come on. Come on. You can do it. I believe in you. You can cut you. Come on. West Ham with a throw in deep into Liverpool's half. Aaron Cresswell taking it on the left-hand side. Short to Ben Rama. Oh, it was Pablo Fornals, and he tried a little fancy something to get the ball into Cresswell. It didn't quite work out, but it was a nice try. I respect that. I respect that. Oh, almost just smacked that about. Say almost, I did. Right. West Ham starting this in control. Zuma committing forward. Tries a little dinky do to Ben Rama. Finds him. Ben Rama stood up with both Henderson and Trent. Finds the ball back to Declan Rice in the end. Fair play. West Ham on the halfway line. Just changing the attack, changing the vector over to the other side. Dispossessed from Jarrod Bowen there. Now Liverpool can counter-attack. They want to do it quicker than this. West Ham are getting back too fast to allow them to counter-attack at this sort of pace. But Robertson does well to just drift past Jarrod Bowen, tries to go centrally, lays it off short to Henderson, back out wide. Whips into the box. Headed away from Cresswell, Ben Rama. Fornals goes down under a challenge from Fabinho. It's a free kick in West Ham's half. Just relieving a little bit of pressure there. Just relieving a little bit of pressure there. Wasn't a harsh foul. It was just one of those ones where you're like, yeah, just is what it is. Is what it is, you know? Pings forward over the top. Syed Ben Rama controls it brilliantly. His first touch is beautiful. He whips it in. Just a bit too heavy over the top for Antonio. Can't quite get his head on it or anything. But it was a beautiful... Ben Rama's first touch is so good. Cresswell has the ball out on the left-hand side now. He's trying to find his way into his crossing area. Can't, under pressure from Salah, who defends well, to be fair to him. West Ham try to switch play. Souček, Johnson. West Ham back on the halfway line now under a little bit of pressure. Pings it across to Cresswell. Trying again for that quick switch of play. Antonio collects it off a poor touch from Trent. Ben Rama looking for a 1-2 with Antonio, who lays it back to Declan Rice. West Ham again trying to find something. It's a good area for Cresswell to cross the ball. Antonio just not getting into... No one in a good position there to receive that. Cresswell, for once, to be fair to Liverpool, for once, had a really good opportunity to cross the ball in, and there was just no one in the good positions. Antonio wasn't getting there, and he tries to whip it in. Can't. It hits off Henderson. To be fair, it does very clearly hit off his hand, but at the same time, it was right next to him. His hands were like here. That's nowhere near a foul. Corner to West Ham regardless. We scored from one before. And by we scored, I mean Alisson scored an own goal, apparently. Whipped in again. Headed off the bar from Declan Rice's header. It's close. It's close. West set piece Ham. West set piece Ham. Dude, please. You were getting better. What is that? Set piece Ham. You said it twice. Ugh, I wouldn't be proud. I wouldn't be proud enough to say that once, let alone twice, bro. I'll be real with you. I'll be real. Everyone, by the way, I should say this to everyone else. I will. This is. I'm talking to everyone, but it wasn't me here. One, ignore him. Two, he's giving us views and watch time and engagement, so he's making the channel bigger. So just ignore him. Especially if he comes up with better something than set piece Ham, then obviously we can engage. But until then, just ignore him. Because to be honest with you, he's only feeding us, so it's completely okay. But set piece Ham, ugh, 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 just poor. Ignoring the fact, I mean, a little bit, yeah, a little bit. It's a fair point. It's a very fair point. That's a very fair point. Oh, Scott, you're more than welcome to do whatever you want, mate. I fully back that. Oh, and Madman's here as well. Boy, I'm calling out. Thank you. How are you? Oh, flipping heck. Fabianski just punches it away. I think it was Mane who hits it. Fabianski comes and collects the second opportunity, but flipping heck. Trent Alexander-Arnold on about the halfway line just plays in a really nice ball to Robertson, who just cuts it back across first time. Again, a lovely little dink across, just touched into the path of Mane, who hits it. It's directly at Fabianski. You'd have to do worse. You'd have to do very badly for that to go in, but he does palm it away and then comes and collects on the second opportunity Liverpool get. Close. And a better vector and a better way of attacking from Liverpool there. They weren't trying to slowly play it through the lines. They weren't trying to work it out wide and play and try to get crossing or anything like that, because obviously there's just no point in them doing that with our defenders. And so, they end up playing that nice raked diag from Trent, and then lovely play across the box from Robertson. It was good attempt there by Liverpool, good effort. Didn't quite work out for him, but it was you can't say it wasn't a good try. Can't say it wasn't worth the effort. Better in terms of attack, to be honest with you, from Liverpool. Don't get into them, and don't let Chiefs win, Billy. No, mates. Look, again, I should say, look, until It Wasn't Me comes up with a better diss, I don't feel like it's worth engaging. You know what I mean? I don't mind a troll. We've said this time and time again on this channel. If anything, I love a troll, but it's just no zing to it. No zing to it. Is what it is. Played in. Oh, safe by Allison. Let's make this so it's actually correct. There we go. Yes, Leon. That's what I'm saying. Come on. Big plays. We need to step up now. I think we are a better beginning of the first half, second half than the first. Robertson trying something. Ben Johnson. I saw someone who said they thought Ben Johnson had a bad first half in the build-up when I was off screen. I felt like he's played well, to be honest with you. I felt like he's defended well. And don't get me wrong, he's been way too quick to just play the ball forward, but I think that's under instruction more than anything else. This is also probably the bigger game he's ever going to play for a long time. And so, to be honest with you, I think he's having a decent game. I can't lie. Don't know how I feel about that Liverpool kit. Sort of reminiscent of that old green kit they had when I was a kid, the away kit or the third kit or whatever it was. In my head, I'm seeing who was wearing that? Robbie Fowler, maybe a bit later than that. But I sort of seem to remember a kit that sort of color. I don't know if that's a historic Liverpool color or what. I don't know how I feel about this version of it. I think it's very nice. Salah, good opportunity, tries to play it in. Good block from Kurt Zuma. The happy one gets it out. And now West Ham on the counter-attack. Ben Rama down the left-hand side. Cuts inside. Plays it in, looking for Antonio. Free kick to West Ham. It was the foul on Ben Rama that he's pulled it back for, and a yellow card has come out for, I think, for Trent. For Trent, yeah, it was on the pullback on Ben Rama, who was starting to go through the gears there, stepping up, and yeah, Trent just pulls him back cynically. The ball gets played in towards Antonio, who under pressure. To be fair, Van Dijk, who's having a good game against Antonio. It's just a professional foul. Easy yellow, easy stuff. No worries. Ben Rama again. I'm loving Ben Rama at the moment. I can't lie to you. He whips it in. Header on the far side. Straight into the hands of Alisson. Straight into the hands of Alisson. I got hula hoops on the break, guys. Can't lie. I'm very hungry. I'm sorry. I will be eating them periodically. Henderson does well there. And then his pass was god-awful, straight into the feet of Aaron Cresswell. Does really well in the before that to just drift past players like he was, Ben Rama. But, yeah, no. Liverpool recover well, though. Jota finds Oxlade-Chamberlain. He's got Mane to his left. He's got Jota ahead of him. He went for it from range, and it was very easily blocked. I can't lie. Back out. Liverpool still have possession just on the edge of the area. Mane on the left-hand side near the corner flag. Tries to dink inside. Put it across. Salah. Well over. Well over. I'm just gonna it wasn't me. I'm just putting a link in the chat now. It wasn't me. To a life hacker article called "How to Insult Your Enemies More Effectively." Read it, deeps it, maybe pick some tips up, and then come back. Because I'll be real with you, bro. I'm gonna time you out for 5 minutes, just for 5 minutes. Go read the article, and hopefully, by the time you come back, you'll have thought of some good put downs. Okay, I've just dropped it in the link in there for you there. Look, I'll bring it up on screen. There you go. Just have a little click, figure out how to come up with a good insult, then come back. Until then, I've put only 5 minutes. You're welcome back in 5 minutes. That's all it is. But use that time to figure out how to insult people. Until then, just take some time and deep sit. You know what I mean? Deep sit. But again, do click the link, get involved. You know what I mean? Liverpool working the ball out onto the left-hand side there. Try to play it in. Cresswell does well to header that one away, to be fair. Ben Rama trying to push Liverpool here. Can't quite do it. West Ham do still have possession of the ball, though. Fornals does well. Ben Rama. He only overlapped Fornals. Antonio's in there. He's moving too slowly. Bowen's trying to find something. Fornals does well. Sorry, Ben Rama does well. The cross wasn't quite there. A little bit over the top. West Ham will maintain possession of the ball. Mikel Antonio out on the right-hand side from the corner flag. Tries to dink it back across. Cleared away by Van Dijk. I tell you what, Van Dijk's having a good game. It might be Matip even, to be fair, but Van Dijk is having a good game. Rice under pressure from Jota. Wins the free kick. I thought for a second it wasn't going to be, but it is what it is. Looking at the replay again. Yeah, it's just a shove from Jota. It's quite simple. Quite simple. It's what it is. Free kick in a dangerous area for West Ham. Far on the right-hand side, but you know we're good from these sort of positions. We're good at set pieces, and this is basically a corner. Effectively, it's a corner. All of the biggest boys have been deployed. You've got Dawson in there. You've got Ogbonna, not Ogbonna. You've got Zuma in there. You've got Antonio in there. Big plays. Here we go. Cross in. Aaron Cresswell. Or was it Bowen? I'm not sure. I couldn't tell. My screen is very pixelated. I can't lie to you. Bowen does well. Plays the ball back. Cronin can quite find Antonio. Headed away. Blaffers wants to know how you watch the game. Remember, if you're looking for a link to the game, in the description below, there's a thing called Join Our Discord. If you click on that, you'll find our Discord. It's a lovely West Ham community. I love a Hammers Chat community. Definitely go and check that out. But it's importantly, on the left-hand side, there's a bit called Stream Links. Click on that. You will find what you're looking for. Thank you very much once again to Mulchmite for making that. Subscribe. Big Rocket League videos, big vibes, big launching off the ground and ting. You know what I mean? Go check it out. But thank you very much. And yes, there you go. Link in the description below. Join our Discord. Virgil van Dijk is annoyingly good. He's disgustingly good. Actually mad how good he is. It's wild. It is wild. You got to say, 60 minutes into this game, obviously we've got probably enough evidence from the second half now to see sort of where the advantage lies. And personally, I don't know if I would give advantage Liverpool at this point, to be honest with you. I don't think I would. I think we're still very heavily in this game. We're still creating chances, and I think the crowd are responding to that. You know, they sound hype. They sound big about it. Don't get me wrong. Liverpool have still had significantly more shots than us. They've had 11 shots to our 3. But all of our 3 have come since half-time, and since half-time they've had, I think, 5. So it's a lot less one-sided than it looks. I'm looking at the possession stats as well now. Since half-time, it's about 50-50. So, I mean, I feel like we're having a decent second half here. We're creating some stuff. Nothing beyond the pale or anything, but certainly better than we were doing in the first half, or at least more attacking than we were doing in the first half. Rice rakes the ball out wide to Jarrod Bowen. He tries to play the ball in, deflects a little bit on its way through. Liverpool have an opportunity to try and just get it away calmly. But West Ham pressing here. This is what I'm saying. We're back on our pressing ting, people. We're back on our pressing ting. Zuma just stopping that in its tracks. Big nose. Ben Rama short. Trent does well to dispossess there and then tries to just find Salah, who once again is cut out by Zuma and Rice combined, who just lays it back to Fabianski calm. I'm getting Baby Bella clock questions here. What I'll say is this. Here's the system we're going to implement. If we get 3 calls for a Baby Bell vote, within a short space of time, we'll begin the voting process. And then it has to be overwhelmingly in one direction or the other. It has to be overwhelmingly yes to consume it. I think that's a fair way of doing it so we don't just consume the bells willy-nilly. But remember, we do have our second half Baby Bell to activate at any point if we do get the calls for the vote in place. It's 64th minute right now. If we get 3 calls for a Baby Bell vote, we'll begin the process. But West Ham doing well here on the attack again with possession. Almost basically what Liverpool were doing in the first half. Ben Rama and Cresswell linking up well. And Cresswell tries to whip it in, but Matip does well. He's a gangly boy, is your boy Joel Matip. I always liked Matip, to be fair. I thought he was good previously at Schalke, I think it was. And when he joined Liverpool, I thought it was going to be a really good transfer, especially on a free. But it didn't quite work out for him in the first season. But I think since then he's stepped up his gears a little bit. And I think he's a good, dependable Premier League centre-back for Liverpool. I think he's a good player. Let's have a look. Do we get... Oh, wait, we've got... Okay, right. Let's give us a little... Johnson with a long shot from range. Respect it. No. You keep punching. Get one through, Baby Bell. Okay, believing about... All right. We're getting calls for the Baby. The Baby Bell has passed the vote. Ladies and gentlemen, remember, here is how it works. If you vote... If you want me to consume the Baby Bell now, if you want the Baby Bell consumption to begin, type in the word bell. I'm going to mark down this. Everything under this will be consumed as the vote. If you press the word bell, then I will get involved. If you say no, then I won't. If it's overwhelmingly in favor of the bell gets consumed. The voting has begun. I believe in the bell. The votes are starting to roll in. As they are, Liverpool are in attack now. Out onto the left-hand side, Andrew Robertson. Went with Andrew there as opposed to Andy. Short to Fabinho. Liverpool again back to playing through the line slowly because Well, just because I think we've done so well. Mane tries to whip it in. No. I feel like... How would I do that? I tell you what, we won't do it this time, but maybe next time we go for the bell, I could create a poll. I've just remembered that is a thing YouTube does do now, where we could decide through scientific methods using a poll whether or not the bell gets consumed. Maybe if this isn't conclusive, I'll have a look at the options now. What are we saying? Baby bell, bell, bell. People saying bye to Todd. If Todd's leaving, Todd, good to see you. Thank you very much. Enjoy the game. Hope you enjoy yourself, Todd. Big plays. All right, let's go back to the bells. Bell, no. Izzy, I didn't notice that. Fair. Good to see. No, Bell. Wasn't me as a Bell. Oh, you're not wrong. Bell, baby, Bell. We belled too early against Genk. Just saying, Scott. I think that's a fair shout. Thiago looks like he's coming on for Liverpool, by the way. Bell. Oof. Yeah, I think that might be the case as well. I'm not going to lie to you. Munch that bell. Okay, the bell is getting consumed. The bell is getting consumed. We're going in, people. Pablo Fornals. Yes! Scenes. Pablo Fornals. It's 2-1. The bell, abort the bell. I'm getting bored about the bell. It's being rewrapped, people. It's being rewrapped. Pablo Fornals scores. It's 2-1 right as I was unwrapping the bell. As we were getting ready to bell. Just the thought of the bell inspired the victory, inspired the boys. He eats paella. He drinks Estrella. He's off to Vienna. It's Pablo Fornals. Jared Bowen just continues to run with it. Lays it into the path of Pablo Fornals, who, again, Liverpool have been at 6s and 7s. When we've attacked quickly, it's worked out for the best. Jared Bowen picks up the ball on the left hand, wide on the right. He's got 3 Liverpool players around him, just waits and waits. Matic tries to step to him. Pablo Fornals in space. The play in from Bowen was beautiful. Outside of the boot, just dinks it into the path. Pablo Fornals slots it home. It's West Ham United 2, Liverpool 1. Come on. Yes. Misclick that, but still, yes. Flipping heck. Thiago comes on now for Liverpool for Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain as West Ham take a 2-1 lead. The bell has been rewrapped. Well, I'll unwrap it, but it's still waxed. As you can see, the wax is still on. The bell has been aborted. And maybe we go to another call and I put the poll in. Maybe I put the poll in. First of all, Richard Jimenez, the £5. Thank you very much. All right. Richard Jimenez is calling for the bell. For Richard, I will put the poll in. I'm going to put the poll in, Richard. I've never done a poll on YouTube before. We'll see how it goes. Poll. Do we bell? Yes or no? There is a poll in the chat now, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know where. I think it's at the top. Have a click. Let me know how you feel. If it ends as a yes after a couple of minutes, we'll give it maybe a minute or so. If it ends as a yes, we bell. If it ends at no, we do not bell. If it's a draw, there is no bell. But Richard Jimenez, thank you very much. Richard, I need to find a place to put your name on the screen or something to thank you. I'll tell you what, we'll do this for now. Let's get this going. Let's get Richard. We are really pushing them here. Everyone who says if there's been any doubt that we may or may not be good enough to push this, I think we're showing today that we 100% are. We were sitting back and defending most of the first half, making it difficult for Liverpool. And now in the second half, when it's 1-1, we've come out and we've tried to step to them. And I think we've done it. I think we've done it well. I think we've made it difficult for them. We haven't just let it ride. We haven't let it be easy for them by any stretch of imagination. I think we've seen the positives of that. We've seen the positives of that. 2-1 now, and I think we're good for it. I think we are good for it. West Ham trying to go on a counter attack again now. Bowen's trying to come through again. Jared Bowen tries to cut inside, looking for it on his left foot. It's good defending. Good defending from Virgil van Dijk. Do a bit of this. Right. How do I do what I used to do? I'm trying to figure out how I used to do things. Hang on, give me a minute. Give me a minute. Maybe in here? Bang. Yeah. There we go. Richard, thank you very much for the £5, my friend. Genuinely appreciate it. There we go. You're on screen forever. I'll find a more permanent place in the future, but we appreciate it. We appreciate it. But it'll just be there for now. The donators will be there for now. We'll make a more permanent, professional looking place at some point. I just didn't think about it in the layout. There we go. This time going well for it. Now I think the stream's had enough time. We'll give it a couple more. 69 votes, but bells far outweigh the non-bells right now. We've got 70 votes have been in. 74% of the vote are saying we bell. I'll give it another minute. I'll give it another minute. When we hit 72.5 minutes, I will end the poll. If you think it's too early to bell, then get on it. Get on it. This is the first time we've used polls. What an exciting time to be alive this chat is becoming. But West Ham 2-1 up, doing everything they can here. Absolutely outdoing Liverpool, it feels like right now in this second half. A 2-1 lead. A 2-1 lead. And good for it. You have to say good for it. And now West Ham can get back into that defensive formation that you have to make the argument as Gio did at halftime that we deserved it. And I think that's fair. I think that's fair. I know it's boiling in here, right? My girlfriend just let me know how warm it is in this room. It's boiling. We have the heating on and the door shut and the light, and so it just becomes the warmest thing in the world. But here we go. I'm about to end the poll. Let's see how it ends. Well, Antonio's on the counter-attack. We'll do it after this. Antonio on the counter-attack. Again, West Ham have numbers here. Antonio just tried to take it past Van Dijk. Plays it. It's a 4-now. Hits it. Oh, save from Alisson. Save from Alisson and on offside is called. We'll end the poll. 83 votes after 3 minutes. Yes has won. Yes has won. We bell. We bell. Antonio just driving into space. And he plays it in. Yeah, to be fair, 4-now was offside. It's a good call from the linesman. And we bell people. Oh, Antonio's through again here. West Ham are just forcing the issue. I'm going to hold bell it as well. Thank you very much once again to Richard Jimenez. Appreciate it, my friend. This bell's for you. I need water. Great defending from Van Dijk. To stop Mikel Antonio. He does beautifully there, to be fair to him. He does absolutely beautifully there. Corner for West Ham. Obviously already got one from a corner today. Mikel Antonio looks shattered. And he's just giving Alisson issues. Played him. Zuma at the back post. Come on. Wait, let me click. Yes. Yes. It's happened. It's the bell. Deploy the boys. We are massive indeed. West Ham United 3. Liverpool 1. Where are the doubters? Where are the doubters? You thought, look, set piece merchants, maybe. But guess what? Zuma, come on. You can ring my bell, ring my bell. Oh, come on. Where are the doubters now? Sitting there trying to say anything about us, bro. Liverpool 1, West Ham United 3. Does it look better? West Ham United 3. Bet against us. See what happens. See what happens. put it like that, maybe, and we'll figure it out. See what happens. Undefeated, yeah? Undefeated, I hear you say. What? Don't summon him. Outside, fireworks going mental. I don't know if you can hear them, but the boys are happy. The boys are happy. Oh. What? I'm calm now. I'm back to being calm. West Ham United 3, Liverpool 1. Origi comes on for Jota in the meantime. Liverpool need a lot now. Liverpool need a lot. First half, we were basically defending, trying to stop Liverpool from getting through. And without a Salah... Without a Salah, let's say, dive. Get your bells in chat, boys. Without a Salah, let's say... we'll give it to him. Without Salah winning a free kick, Liverpool wouldn't have broken through the defence. And now, 2 goals to the good. West Ham, having attacked in this second half, made Liverpool pay for being way too open at the back, something we brought up at half-time. It's West Ham United 3, Liverpool 1, Liverpool cruising to their first defeat of the season in all competitions at the hands of a team so massive you can see it from space. Kurt Happy Zuma, the happy one, nods it home. Big, bloody plays. You have to respect it. We'll keep the names there. We'll keep any donation names there for today. I'll move it around and find a more permanent home at some point, but we'll keep the names there for today. Once again, thank you, Richard Jimenez, who, of course, called for the bell. He called for the bell with the chat, with the super chat. We belled. It went success. We scored. We scored. Great point, Mulch. Absolutely excellent point, Mulch. And just in case you didn't know, if you're looking for a link to see an absolutely massive team and you can't find it, look down in the description below. There's a thing called Join Our Discord. Click on it. It's a West Ham community. It's a Hammers Chat community. Lovely people. And on the left-hand side, if you scroll down, you'll see stream links. You'll find what you're looking for. It's just the amount of luck we have going on right now. West Ham fans baying for blood. Ben Rama, oh, Jarrod Bowen, Mikel Antonio, are your hammies good to go? Probably not. Still, don't care. It's happening. 3. We could get 4. We want 4. Yes, Glenn. Yes, Glenn. We want 4. Big plays. The boys were deployed, and here we are. Gunning for it. Salah trying to wriggle his way through. Can't do it. There's so many West Ham bodies back trying to stop him. And well stopped. Well stopped. Origi trying to find a bit of space here on side Ben Rama, who's stopping him from going anywhere. Back to Jordan Henderson on the right-hand side of Liverpool, trying to find their way through. Whipped out wide. Liverpool again. This is a carbon copy of the first half at this point. A carbon copy of the first half, where we had where Liverpool, we were just giving them possession and just holding tight, and Liverpool don't have an answer, can't find their way through. Again, you can call us set piece merchants. Liverpool were the ones who have also scored from a set piece today from an easy 3-kick win, let's say. And you know, now we're sitting deep and we're letting it happen. Now Liverpool are throwing absolutely everything at it. It looks like they're going to make another substitution. Fabinho is the one who's coming off, and on in his place is that Minamino? Yeah, it's Minamino. I saw Sofal. I'll try Sofal. I saw Sofal warming up behind him. So we might be about to see Sofal come on as well. But maybe make that a bit smaller. Put it maybe about here. Yeah, that looks a bit better. And we don't have. Got so excited he dropped his prawn sandwich. Wow. I wouldn't eat a prawn sandwich, me. Not personally. Smash that like button. Yes, Tit. Smash that. Subscribe. Smash the like button. All that good stuff. If you haven't been here before, we do this every single match day. And do you really want to miss the gargantuan size of any club, of this club right now? No. So make sure to subscribe, like the video, all that good stuff. You know what I mean? We have our own solo. Exactly. Yes. Yes. We are the solar system, bruv. We're in the Andromeda galaxy. That's how big we are. We're not even in this realm. We're not even in this plane, bruv. You're not asking for it. We ain't there, fam. We ain't there. We can catch them on the break again. I strongly agree. I mean, Liverpool are trying to commit forward now. We have enough people back to stop them every single time. I strongly believe that we can catch them on the counter attack as well. I 100% agree with that. I think it's more than possible. Oh, inspired by Rajan. Subscribe and like, even though I'm on my... Yes. Yes, mate. Big plays. Love that from you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. Look, 10 minutes to go. We need to not count our chickens yet. We need to not count our chickens before they've hatched, or whatever the phrase is. Salah's trying to wiggle his way through, twisting and making Cresswell difficult for itself. It leaves it short to Thiago, who shoots. Easy save for Fabianski. We need to not count our chickens yet. We've got 10 minutes plus stoppage, or 9 minutes plus stoppage time now. 9 minutes plus stoppage time now. And they're looking... Liverpool trying to get back into this game. They need to score 2. It's more than possible for them to do that. We need to be real about it and say it is more than possible for them to do that. But if we're being honest, Liverpool haven't shown today that they are able to break down our defensive structure. That we've consistently done this. They are just not happening. It's just not happening. And so we could sit here and say, look, they can come back into this, which they can, but they haven't shown that they can do it consistently. So whether or not you see them get 1 goal or even no goals, it doesn't make a difference how many chances they get. We should be able to ride this one out. We'll see what happens. Mohamed Salah on the edge of the area here, trying to wiggle his way through. Henderson lofts it in. Robertson. Origi. Tackle and cleared away by Souček. No one can get on the end of it, though. Pablo Fornals is trying to charge it down by himself. Antonio's walking. Ben Rama's walking. Played into the path of, I think that's Henderson. Slots it through to Salah. Can't quite get it. Origi turns. Hits it. What a finish by Divock Origi. Fair play. Fair play to the boy. That is an excellent finish. That really is. And again, under no... Look, they're pushing here, but we have the defense in place. He takes a touch and turns around, swazzes it. That's a beautiful finish. That really is a beautiful finish. You have to respect it. That is brilliant. I've been saying recently that Divock would be the guy I would look for, but fair play. Fair play. That is an absolutely brilliant. He maybe gets a bit lucky at bouncing underneath... Dawson to an extent, but I'm not going to count that as luck. I think that's just brilliant. Bowen coming off now. Soufal's warming up. Is he the one who's going to come on? He is. We're seeing Vlad Soufal or Tuthal or whatever. I need to watch that video and see exactly how to say it. But Vlad coming on in his place. Should have been Antonio off potentially. I can't lie. I mean, the thing is with Antonio is he was at least causing them issues. He wasn't doing much, but they were concentrating so much on him. It was getting space and time for the other people. So I think you can maybe make an argument for keeping on, but he looks dead. He's walking around the pitch with like no pace whatsoever. No pace whatsoever. I don't know what to do, but I can understand sort of vaguely why. Big boot over the top there again. Virgil van Dijk just holding Antonio off. Oh, it's a good Fornals. Do you know what? No free kick. No free kick. I'd have to see it again, but no free kick given. One of the things, right? One of the things that Fornals is so good at is first touch passing. Trent was about 8. So Trent looked like he was in a different postcode there. I thought he was offside. One of the things that Fornals is so good at is just one-touch passing, and there was a great opportunity there where Antonio knocks it down, and Fornals just with that one piece, just that one touch, just quick thinking, that footballing brain, lays it into the path. Could have been a goal. There was maybe a foul, but I would have to see it again. And then again, I felt like Trent was about 8 years offside there, but maybe not. Maybe not. But it goes out for a West Ham goal kick regardless. Soufal to Soufal. Do you pronounce the T? So to Soufal. So Soufal. Maybe. Just in case you thought the game was about to change. Arthur Masuaku's about to come on. I mean, to be fair, in this situation where we need people who can consistently get the ball and pick up and just run very far with it, Masuaku's not the worst option in the world. He's coming on for Said Ben Rama. And I'll give him some credit. That's one of the things he is good at. He can take the ball and he can run with it. So when we're in situations like this where we're defending for our lives, we need to get the ball out of their press quickly. He's one of the people who can do that without just booting it clear. He's one of the people who can kick the ball, run with it, make something happen, right? So not the worst substitution in the world. Not the worst substitution in the world. We'll see what happens, but not the worst substitution. Thank you, Jeffrey. I appreciate that. I disagree, but I appreciate it. I do need to shave, I think. I think this is just too long at this point. Meme, don't do this to me, bro. I can't be dealing with it. I can't be dealing with it. This is tense. I'm kind of trying to look at chat less and less as the half goes on. Not to ignore you, but just so we don't get spoilers. We'll see. But I still believe. I know this is the sort of thing that the chat usually gets very anxious and annoyed at me for saying, but I still think we've got this. I still really do got this. Liverpool haven't shown that they can consistently break this West Ham team down. Liverpool playing the ball around on the edge of the area. Masuaku nods it away into the path of Declan Rice. Antonio's forward. He's got Pablo Fornals next to him. He dinks his way through, finds turning Henderson left and right. Masuaku's been found. Under a lot of pressure early days there from Minamino. Loses out to Minamino. It's a throw in to Liverpool, but practically by their own corner flag. In that sense, good, but in that sense, I feel like Masuaku could have done a bit more there. Maybe he was a bit lackadaisical, not quite warmed up. Wasn't expecting Minamino to be on him as quickly as that. Liverpool with a good throw in, just work their way out towards Virgil van Dijk on the left centre-back area, plays it forward. Robertson just on the halfway line. He's got options. Back to Van Dijk. West Ham just trying to reduce the options a little bit, not too much. Mane finds Robertson just outside West Ham's area. Cresswell's coming forward to him, trying to stop it. West Ham have practically everyone back here. And within the vicinity of the area have everyone but Fornals and Antonio. And even then, they're pretty damn close. Goes out for a West Ham throw just near the right corner flag. Once again, because I don't know if I thanked you properly. Richard, thank you so much for the £5. I cannot express how much that means to me. Genuinely appreciate it, Maggie. Thank you. I don't know if I thanked you properly. I was in the middle of doing 8 things at the time, so I don't know if I said that properly, but thank you. Genuinely appreciate it. Looking at the chat now, which is a risk, but probably, you know, I agree with this. I think no team is going to be confident coming to us anymore. I really don't think that. 1 minute left of normal time before stoppage. Liverpool throw in on the halfway line, lay it back to Alisson, who's getting closer to the centre circle. Every Liverpool player is practically in West Ham's half, apart from Matip and Van Dijk, who are playing it between themselves, looking to try and get an option forward. But West Ham are just covering the passing shadows really well here, just stopping them from doing anything. Henderson picks up the ball and drives forward with it. A Minamino foul against Thomas Souček. Minamino wins the free kick. CW just told my 4-month-old daughter that we were winning and she gave it a excited score. Come on. That's what I'm saying, Jeffrey. Love that. Shout out to Jeffrey's daughter. Big plays. Big plays indeed. 4 minutes of stoppage time called. It's a 3 kick for Liverpool. This is dangerous. Salah's there. Trent's there. I think it will be Trent who hits it. It could be Salah though. Salah's not standing in a position where it looks like he could hit it. We might see the same thing with the layoff followed by the hit, but maybe not. Trent's running up to it. Hits it. In. Header. Trent plays the ball in. He doesn't go for a shot. He just plays it in, and Mane at the far post loses his man. I don't know who was trying to mark him, but he loses him. Gets his head on it. Diving header wide. Come on. Three minutes left, and I will ask you now for the Hammers chat man of the match. The person who gets the most amount of votes visually, that's what it is. It's a visual ting. This one, just a honor system type ting, will win it. Whoever you're feeling, let me know. I apologize very deeply. I apologize. I'm sorry. Let me know who your man of the match is. Whoever gets the most amount of votes will win. I don't know who I'll vote for. I'll have a look after this. It's a good opportunity for Liverpool. They play it in. Salah's there, cleared away by Cresswell. High boot from Mohamed Salah gets called. My God. My God. What a result for West Ham this could be. 2 minutes left of the game. And then this is insane. This could be such a big result. Such a statement. Liverpool, unbeaten, tried it, failed it. Insane. Free kick from against Minamino there from Masuaku. Let's have a look. We'll scroll up. They laughed. Bro, one person specifically laughed and he left. Right, I'm going to scroll up. We have a minute and a half left. 4 minutes of stoppage time, of course. This is how long we've got left on my screen. Right, let's scroll up from the bottom where I haven't seen anything. So, Fornals, man of match me. Thank you. I appreciate that. And Ben Johnson, fair shout. I'll take Ben Johnson as your vote. Bowen, Moyes, Bowen, Baby Belt, yes. Cool, 999, I can't take it. I respect that. Zuma, Ryan, Baby Belt for me, yes. Man of match me, again, very unfair, but I'll take it. I appreciate it. Wasn't watching, so going to say Moyes. Fair play, Jeff. Baby Belt, Fornals, Bowen, Baby Belt, Johnson. It's close between Johnson, Fornals, and Bowen. Bowen, Johnson. I think I'll give it. I think we'll give it to Ben Johnson. He seems to have the most. As Fabianski collects it with 30 seconds to go, it's close. We'll shout out to Ben Johnson. Congratulations, Ben Johnson, on his Hammers chat man of the match award. A very good performance from Ben Johnson, I felt as well. I've really enjoyed Ben Johnson. And I'm trying not to look at the chat because I know there will be spoilers. So we have about 10 seconds left of this game. And West Ham is still just gripping onto it. The time has passed. The commentator's talking about how lively the crowd is and how this is probably the loudest and the most jubilant the London Stadium's ever been. And you have to see why. Cleared forward by Fabianski. Yes, there you go. West Ham United 3, Liverpool 2. An undefeated Liverpool side before today. Not in any competition have they yet to be beaten. And they had something like 75% possession in that first half. And we have outworked them. We have outplayed them in that second half. We have deservedly won this game. You cannot say we haven't. If you want to sit there and say anything else, if you're a Liverpool fan, fair enough. If you're a fan of any other thing, fair. But who did you actually manage to beat us down? No, you didn't. West Ham United 3, Liverpool 2. West Ham go third in the Premier League. Third. My God. Like the video if you haven't already. Flipping heck. Subscribe if you're new around here, of course. We do watch-alongs every single week. Every single game, sorry. We're here live from start till finish. West Ham level on points with Manchester City. 3 points behind Chelsea in first. And ahead, we've taken over Liverpool. My God. My God. Massive. Yes, inner circle. Massive indeed. And we can relax a little bit now. We can breathe a bit. We can breathe a bit. Going into the international break, West Ham sit in third. And let's be real about it. There isn't a single team right now who would want to face us, or not a single team who would feel confident facing us right now. We are outworking and we outdoing almost every single team we face. Almost all of them. Don't get me wrong. We lost to Brentford and whatever else. But we are beating... Exactly. Where am I going to start except the fact we're actually good? We are doing everyone. If you don't believe now, when can you believe? If you don't believe now, when can you believe? And I'd like to give a special shout out one last time to I can't even remember his name. It was so long ago. But that one guy who came in, the Liverpool fan who was trying to troll. Cheers, bro. Appreciate it. How'd it end up for you? How'd it end up for you? So we are just vamping now until Gio is ready for his review, which will be ready in just a moment. I'll be then spamming that link. Oh, there we go. We've even got the link right now. I'll be spamming that link in the chat for you right now. So make sure to go over to the live review, watch it, click on it, enjoy it, celebrate what was an absolutely monumentous victory, because my God, there is the link in the chat right now. Feel free to go and have a gander, go and enjoy yourselves. West Ham United 3, Liverpool 2. Val, at the last second, thank you very much. Cheers, Charlie. Much love to you. Thank you very much, Val. I genuinely appreciate that. More than you'd ever know. And thank you, of course, as well to Richard Jimenez for the £5. And thank you to everyone for watching. Big games. Subscribe if you're around here. Like the video. All that good stuff. Go click on the review link. Go and enjoy it. Go enjoy yourselves. It's about to start with Gio. We are massive. Try telling me you're not. You're wrong. You're wrong. Until next time, people, after the international break, I see you then. Come on your irons and enjoy yourselves. My God.